E aí, rapaziada, beleza? Tudo bem? Como é que vocês estão? Um salve aí. Cadê a rapaziada no chat? Salve, seu trambiqueiro. I think he's talking to you, seu...
Trambiqueiro?
Yeah.
Ah, that's not me.
Hoje temos aqui ninguém mais, ninguém menos que Big Micas. Grande história, hein, Big Micas?
Temos algumas historinhas aí pra
Vamos
falar,
revelar. E ele provavelmente não conhece, né, tanto da história, então é uma parte aqui do programa. E eu acho que a gente devia começar com o Micão provando frango.
Que eu já queria muito, inclusive.
He should taste the chicken, right?
Yeah. I think so. We'll start off. It's a ritual.
Okay.
You know, if you come here, you got to try the chicken. So
I wanted it so much.
Yeah. Which one you want to try first?
The sauce one.
The sauce one.
Is
bro.
it spicy?
Yeah,
I like it.
a little bit.
I like it though.
Okay.
Just with my hands, it's fine.
Yeah. And guys, this is
Go with the fork, whatever.
alcohol-free beer. For sure.
Guaraná.
It's Guarana. Be honest though, if it's listen, this is a no bullshit show, guys. El não trambiqueiro. If it's shit, you gotta say it's shit.
Muita atenção com medo.
Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Muito gostoso.
Rapaziada, vocês querem o franguinho também?
MICAO to stop smoking. We're gonna talk about that later.
I actually have my pod here.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if I can.
Of course, bro.
Okay.
You're all good. Oh wait, maybe it doesn't matter if you vape on stream. They don't care, no?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I vape on my stream.
Sorry.
Are you demonetized?
No.
No.
Oh, that's very surprising.
Maybe on YouTube. I don't know.
So first of all, thanks so much for coming on. Big MICAO.
Big Micas.
Big Micas.
Yes.
Complete legend. And I actually always wanted to like create a space where I could speak to you a bit because you're one of the most successful players in the history of Brazil. But before we start, I think
Shit.
well done, Tockers. This guy.
Wow. Show is over, guys. Let's go home.
You broke it.
It's kinda... You know? Tá meio solto aqui.
What do we need to do here, Lace?
Aqui, ó. Não?
Não tá indo. Foi.
Good on you, mate.
Foi. Okay. Technical problems.
Technical problems.
All good.
But we should start off with our sponsor. So because we have a new sponsor, guys. We have a new sponsor. Not a big one, but first step. You want to introduce maybe?
The chicken?
Yeah, I think so. It's a chicken. The chicken, and then we'll do the other two later.
Alright. Guys, pra quem não sabe agora, o seu chicken, certo? O CU, exatamente. Se você procurar no iFood aí, São Paulo e região, tá apoiando o programa. Então, se vocês quiserem comer esse franguinho junto com a gente, já sabem onde conseguir, certo? O seu chicken, digita ali no chat pra rapaziada que não souber... Não souber como, né?
Yeah.
Soletra. Como soletra. Escreve. Seu chicken.
Soul chicken. And it's fucking delicious. Let me tell you something.
Guys. É bom.
There are only 3 gostosas in the world. 3 gostosas. Okay. League of Legends wins.
Okay.
League of Legends. And then Soul Chicken. You understand, guys?
Yeah.
So make sure you get some Soul Chicken. Can we get the address on the screen? Is that possible? If it's possible, no? Maybe yes.
Everyone liked it.
And guys,
every single one.
Every single person I've ever spoken to liked it. Thank you so much for helping us and supporting our stream.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave the Instagram link in the chat, and we're also gonna show you a little bit on the screen there. So yeah, let's fucking go, guys. The process, we're making it.
Yeah, we are.
Confio no process. Speaking of process.
I have a question first. Wait.
Oh, good one.
What do you mean by League of Legends?
I mean,
What is this?
competition, bro. You don't like competition?
Why this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I do that? Guys?
Is there anything else than League of Legends on your mind? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I'm single. Are you single, MICAO?
I'm not.
That's the problem.
Happily not.
Happily not.
Yeah.
Me unhappily not too. No, me unhappily. Actually, I am actually single now, by the way.
It's
I'm
fine.
single now, by the way.
Oh, playoffs coming.
Yeah, playoffs coming, so I'm actually single, no joke.
Wow.
Unhappily. So it's on the screen, I believe. Yeah, beautiful, guys. Go give him a follow. It's fucking delicious. Yes, I'm single. No more questions. And let me just say, guys, don't just give him a follow. We'll give you a discount code on the next episode, right? So you guys can take
that's cool.
some off. But the chicken is already cheap. They didn't increase their prices for 5 years.
Really?
5 years, yeah.
No, for trip. This is for 3 persons.
Yeah.
And it's really
It's really
it's really good. The
affordable, guys.
price.
It's
Yeah.
affordable. And you know, the
3 people.
the lady said that they wanted to increase the prices, but they haven't been for their customers. So yeah, make sure you try out this Seoul chicken. And
This is a Korean, like truly Korean, right?
it's truly it's almost. I mean, it is the same as what I had in Seoul.
What I had as well.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Whereas the K-pop chicken, the other places, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to talk shit about them because they might sponsor us as well. But listen, it's pretty fucking good. It's pretty fucking good, guys. You know, especially help yourself, guys. Help yourself. Please eat. Please eat.
I should use the fork now.
Yeah, I mean, you can use your finger. You can be. It's fine, mate.
It's good.
So good.
Guarana. Guarana, guys. Guarana. Listen, the frango is fucking good. Speaking of,
Balance esse queixo.
okay, we're gonna kind of work our way into the episode. Unfortunately, this is the time that you were kind of maybe fearing, you know, because we are no filter here, or I'm no filter. I'm a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, you are pretty toxic.
So are you, bro.
No.
You literally called Jocko pretty garbage.
Did you?
He did. I have a clip. I even made 3.
Playing League of Legends.
No
personal offense.
No. He hates.
I like Joko.
I made 3 shorts about it, and it's making me money.
Joko used to do this. Like he would swear on his like
Grandmother.
teammates, family, and then he would say with all due respect in the end.
And then
And you
curse the shit out of you.
Yeah.
He still does that?
Jocko.
Yeah, he goes and say, with all due respect, and then he just destroys you.
No, not for me, but for the academy people, I heard.
I see.
Ooh,
On the
sheesh.
kids.
On the kids. Now, let's go on to the first question because I'm dying to know.
Okay.
And by the way, I was planning on asking you to go on dinner with maybe Tockers or sometime because I, as I said, wanted to speak to you for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Legend, complete legend. I'm going to start off with recent history before we really go into like your legendary run, right, with INTZ. The Liberty method.
You're going straight away?
It's
I'm
no
dying
filter.
to know. I gotta say.
Why and was it actually helpful? Was it just? Oh, did you see him? He just went. Oh shit! No, I didn't mean it. It's all good. No, the guy was there like
it was not on purpose. It was not on
he was
purpose.
fixing his glasses like
Wow.
accident.
Are you taking the signs?
No, it's all good. My bad.
Okay.
My bad. I deserved it. I deserved it. No high five, bro. He even denied me.
That was not it.
Yeah. No, it's all good. So the Liberty method. Tell us a little bit about this method because maybe it's misunderstood a little bit. How was it? How was it really?
I mean, surely it hasn't worked. It didn't work, but like what they how do I say that they told us in the end? Is it right? Is it correct? What they told us in the end is like, wait, I need to really think about it before I say.
Are you still contracted?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you don't need to say much.
I would just like
Just cue our curiosity.
I just do a short stuff like we didn't have like much time to plan on how to do it.
Okay.
The idea behind it was like a really it came from a place with like a
Good intention.
yeah and it wasn't
It's from traditional sports, right?
yeah we also had like he's a coach from like soccer in Brazil, and he has like a really big baggage on traditional sports. So basically we were trying to do things that worked on traditional sports, but the problem for me was that we didn't have the time to plan stuff. So in the beginning, if you see how we were training in the beginning and in the ending, it was so different. Like because first we were really trying stuff because it was the first time they did it. They had like a good intention, but we didn't really know how to do it. So like in the ending, I think it was getting good.
Oh, so by the end, it was like being refined and actually good.
Yeah. Exactly it. But yeah, I think it needed more time. And it also came as a surprise that the merge stuff. So
Yeah.
they were planning on like, I don't know, like 1 year and a half to refine it and make it work.
But how about like psychologically, the players, were they affected a lot by both the merge and the process? Because, you know, Liberty had a very unique process. And the merge, I know for a fact, was very fearful. Like it created a lot of fear for a lot of athletes because it's like, do I have a job next year? And obviously this kind of process requires a lot of time, right? So did you notice like a shift in the team's atmosphere inside Liberty? And like, did you find it harder to kind of follow through with the process when it was just getting good?
I think like when we got to know about the merge, everyone was like more motivated, I think. Like to be honest, like the first 2 days everyone was kind of depressed because it's so sad to see like a lot of people will lose their jobs 100% next year. But like I think everyone turned it into more motivation. But it wasn't really related with the method because like to be honest, we started CBLOL like 06. So like we were already in a bad place before we knew about the merge.
Yeah. So you don't think the merge, like it didn't had a impact on your guys' performance, but do you think that not screaming took a toll on the players' mental?
I think so. Like we even talked about it, that maybe it wasn't like because we weren't screaming, but maybe we needed like that confidence that, you know, we play against you guys, for example, and we beat you and we know we can beat you. So then when we play on stage, everyone has that confidence that we can beat them. But like when you only play inside scrims and you start CBLOL like 04, I think, or 06, it's so hard to come back, I think. Because it's so hard to get that confidence back.
I think so too.
Because you're not screaming other teams and testing.
You have no idea where you are as well, right?
Yeah.
I think, and this is not like a jab at Liberty's management, because I know you have a really great experience with Liberty.
Yeah, it was one of the best orgs I worked with.
And Samuel is a personal friend of mine. He's the CEO of Liberty. He has very good intentions. We went dinner multiple times. I almost went to the team myself. But I did tell him in one dinner, I said that I think that the way they were doing it was very misguided, personally. And so something that always like touched the back of my mind was, how much did Turtle have a say in, for example, Turtle, so the head coach, have a say in terms of like influencing how he wanted the practice to go? Like, did he ever have a time where he could go to the CEO and say, this is not working for us, we need to do it another way? Or was it just out of his hands, you think?
I don't know actually.
Really?
Like, my impression was that everyone was on board, because like the idea at first, and we had like workshops with the guys that I told you about that came from traditional sports, and like it all made a lot of sense if you look into how traditional sports work. And to be honest, like there's good stuff there. Like I think drilling has a place and is actually helpful, but the problem for me in the end is that maybe it was just like too extreme, like
too extreme. There's
maybe we should mix it, you know?
Yeah.
I think everyone is feeling this right now.
We actually had a very similar methodology with training our academy team. We still train with our academy once a week, no matter what. The exception was I always adjust based on where I think the academy level is at. So when we recently brought in Kisei, so we changed the mid jungle, we didn't scrim them initially because I knew that there would be a brief like loading period for this team. But a lot of people don't know this, guys. We scrimmed our academy team 176 games in the first split.
Yeah, you posted on Twitter, right?
On the 176 games. So if you put that into like, if you divide it by 5, it's a lot. It's like 20, it's like almost 35 scrims.
It's really a lot.
That's really a lot. But of course, the difference between us and you was the 176 games was actually not 35 scrims. What we would do is I would pre-prepare drafts on what I thought the enemy team would play. I could show everything without being scared of it being leaked. And then we'd play like 10 games in a day because there'd be no time that we'd have to waste time drafting. It would just be blind pick, blind pick, blind pick, blind pick, blind pick, efficient.
I think it's so good.
And we'd be like, okay, let's drop. It's done. Save time. Next game. Boom.
Yeah. For me, when
you didn't do reviews?
My reviews are always really fast.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. 15 minutes max.
For me, when they announced what they were doing, the drills, right?
The drills.
Yeah. I said like I see a lot of things on what they're doing, and it is a place where things can go in the future because that's how every single collective sport practice, right?
Yeah.
But League is such a experience-based game. You know, you get the feeling that you are doing it right by doing it over and over. And I felt that maybe if they could get it like to a good like level where they know what they're doing, plus scrims, it could be really good. You know? But how do you manage it? You know, there are stuffs like you get used to like going base and then you watch the map and it's all black and like what are the next decisions and you get a feeling for it, you know, the flow of the game. How do you get there without screaming the best things and then going to see below and playing them like you know nothing? How did it feel going to a stage and knowing anything about, I don't know, Kid, Loud or Pain?
I mean, the bright side was they didn't know anything about us as well.
Yeah,
so
they were one thing they didn't know. You were all 9.
So we had that. But yeah, but I mean, every 1v1 against any team, like they wouldn't know what, I mean,
we did.
They wouldn't like you did because it was like kind of obvious, no?
Makes will definitely not play Darius, guys.
Yeah.
No way. Makes this guy will never play Darius. No fucking way.
When they talking about it, the method, they said we think that screaming things made them understand how we play and counter it. But in my way, you can change that.
Listen, okay.
You know?
You guys are too nice. Let me tell you what I think for real. First of all, I love you, Samuel, but I have a job here to do. First of all, the process for me, Liberty method, process for me is bebado, you know? It's a bit of bebado. Why? Bebado is drunk, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's muito ruim, bro. Let me tell you why, bro. First of all, your team is not being counted. Your team just sucks. I'm sorry. Your team is not being counted. Your team just sucks because you have bad fundamentals, and you have bad fundamentals because you can't test the things that you want to do with the other guy. For example, the way you get better at the game is you have a guy that's good. Maybe you're slightly worse. You figure out ways to beat him and you get like a little bit above him. And then he'll like try to figure out how to beat you. That's why like teams with stacked regions and stacked teams and better solo queue they grow faster, you know?
Yeah.
But you're screaming your academy team, bro, okay? So I type OPGG. My academy of 80 carry, no offense, bro. Leandrin is like a Draven one trick. Okay, ban Draven. And then he's like, Mastery is like fucking here. And then you're winning every bot lane. You're like, the process is working. And then you play versus Titan Curry and you just give him your Rosho. It's like this, bro, you know? It doesn't make sense. Let's be real, okay? Let's be real. Second, personally, I think as a player, I would have been really, really mad. I wanted to ask you that question too, because like you ended up getting replaced by Leandrin, right? Was this more so like a strategic decision because Liberty realized, okay, it's very difficult to like win CB LoL and the season's done, so let's try win Academy? Or was it more like Leandrin was better?
I think like on our scrims, he was playing like pretty good mechanically. Like in the middle of the split, there was a time that we started like losing games to them.
Did you open Draven? This is not a jab.
He played Draven sometimes. Like I tried playing Draven as well. Like my first CBLOL games, the second split, I was playing Draven.
You did.
It
work well.
It was pretty fucking average, I think. It was pretty fucking average. And yeah, like, but we were trying to like do other stuff like you said, like makes will always play Darius. I will always play a scaling bot. So we were trying to train stuff like ranged tops, bully bot lanes, but I don't know. Like after a time, we just came back to what worked on the first split.
Is it because like you were doing scrims, it was okay, maybe not too good, but not too bad, and when you went to CBLOL and saw, oh wait, I didn't try it out against CBLOL thing. Okay, we might not be able to play that.
I don't know exactly. Like my Draven was never like pretty good, but
I know.
But it was okay. Like I could play okay, and the first game I actually like. I think it was better than the other ADC that game, but we ended up losing like a unlosable game. We just threw that game, and I don't know. After that, it was like really downhill for me, and I don't really know why. I don't know if it's because other teams got better, or if we just started getting worse. I think other teams got better because this always happens. Like
I think second split the level was
the
way
start
higher.
of the split, like everyone's playing so, and then when like week 2, week 3, everyone's like getting in shape again.
You see, let me tell you something about drills, guys. If you want to drill, say you're drilling in football, Tockers, you would have like a goalkeeper practicing blocking and free kicks over and over again, right?
Depends.
But imagine like the free kick is Baron, okay? And you want to drill Baron. You have to play 20 minutes before the game.
Yeah, it's not efficient.
So the problem is, if League had a drilling system with like realistic, where you could place champions and you could slot into the champions and they would have items and stuff like that, I think this would be a very efficient tool in a great way, and we would use drilling ourselves. But the problem with the drilling is like, okay, it could be good for the first 6 minutes, 6-minute blitz scrims, 10-minute blitz scrims, practice wave 3 dives over and over again. You practice wave 2, 2v2s, great. But when you want to practice some of the more nuanced elements of the game, you need to know, you can't waste the 20 minutes before then, you know? And then all these drills become a little bit less efficient. That's one. But two is like, I think a big part of building the skill sets when it comes to, a big part of being a good team is not just building skill sets on how to play the objective. It's also like, okay, bro, you're losing. The game looks completely different from what we expected. How do we problem solve? You know? And so what we had was, for example, we had a rule where we couldn't FF. So initially, like, Prodelta was losing his mind. He was like so tilted because we could never FF, we could never remake even. We would never even remake. So if we fuck up level 1, they know they have to suffer for 30 minutes. So like they try hard, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas like, I feel like what you guys were put through was kind of ridiculous personally. I was quite mind blown by what was happening. And I felt like that was like really unfair for you. But obviously he's contracted, so you can't say that. So everything's Gucci. But for me, sorry?
You can go on.
No, for me, it's unbelievable, you know? For me, it's really unbelievable.
Like, I'll be as honest as I can in this moment. Like,
I don't want you to get in trouble, though.
Yeah. I feel a bit sad about it because like I really wanted to like scream, and this is like the practice I know, but like I also have to be honest that there were good things in this as well.
I think so too.
Like the Baron stuff, we actually kind of did it. We would like we would hop into a game, we would play to 20 minutes, for example, or 2 items, and then we would always stay on 2 items and just like keep playing fights, you know.
That's good.
It's like it's not perfect, but it's pretty. It's pretty. And team fights in general.
Personally, I think I would suplex my coach if I'm Makes.
You what?
I'm Makes. Say I'm Makes. You know suplex in wrestling?
No,
explain suplex, bro. It's the fucking. It's the thing where like they it's like one of those fancy. Can we pull it up on the screen? Can we show it? A suplex, you know?
Suplex.
Like the. Can we show it? Suplex.
I think I see this word one time. Yes. It's with 2 P's, no? I think I seen it.
Go images. Yeah. You guys know what suplex is?
Oh, what the fuck?
Pull it up on the screen.
Okay, I know. I've seen that. Mata-Leon?
Yeah. So
no.
If I was
Mata-Leon. No.
If I'm your if I'm like MICAO or I'm Mex, and my fucking coach tells me, oh, we can scrim against Titan Curry, or Gigo or Robo, and you worked all your life to play CBLOL, right? But now we're gonna make you scrim with Leandrin. And who's the other academy top laner? This is not being offensive. Like, I actually genuinely don't know.
SKB.
See, I don't even know who that guy is. No offense. Like, I would suplex my coach.
Fair enough.
I would. What's that in Portuguese? Luta Greco-Romana. That one. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe he's a great player, but for me, it's just a matter of like, I want to be tested with the best guys.
I would get very frustrated not being able to scream like the best mid laners.
The main problem with that was like some champions, it was really hard because like our academy couldn't play like all meta champions on a really high level. So
yeah, there's also that.
Yeah.
When we wanted to play against some stuff, it was like too easy sometimes.
Yeah.
So I mean it's just a problem of screaming like only one team.
Like what I saw from you guys was very clear that you had a really strict level 1 planning, like what to do on the first waves, and then if you could get to Baron, you knew exactly how to position, how to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in the transition, like when tempo switches from one team to another, or when someone gets a single advantage and you have to adapt, oh no, maybe we need to recall now, maybe we need to defend, maybe we need to attack. You couldn't do anything. So in the end, you were just like walking around the map. Oh, Baron is up, Dragon's up. Then you try to set it up, but probably your map is like so bad that you couldn't adapt, you know?
I have an insight now, because you were talking about like problem solving, and I think it has to do with that. Like I always thought like our mid game was pretty bad. Like,
it was awful, yeah.
Yeah, like last split I think it was okay. This split I thought it was like so fucking bad, to be honest. And I think it has to do with that, like because we didn't do much problem solving in game.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important. And also like being in the same page as like how to play the mid game, you know?
I mean, you won Academy very recently. Right?
Yeah.
So it's very clear you're a CBLOL caliber player. You have so much experience. I think I would have approached the team really differently. First of all, I would have only drafted to your strengths. I know that I have a team full of rookies. So I would focus on getting as many scrim wins as possible, you know, at the start. Because like...
Mm-hmm. On second split or...
And all splits, really. Because like for me... like the psychology of the player is really important. What Ranger said to me that I learned from was like, if you think you're good, you'll play good.
Yeah, I think
that's part of it too, you know?
I think so too.
And what makes a good player, and the reason I can't play and people like him can play and people like you can play, was you guys are very good at recreating patterns inside the game. You're very good at pattern recognition. Yeah. You have good hand-eye coordination. You have good eye for damage. So what will happen as you play these scrims, you'll see a certain pattern reoccurring when you're losing games or when you're winning games. And you're able to create scenarios and solutions for that. But by doing this drill thing, by playing the same people, by not being challenged in lane, it's impossible to have these things, you know? So for me, I would have started off the split. I would have locked in Jhin, Ashe, Smolder. I would have played maybe 3 champions bot, and I would like 2-3 it every time or 1-2 it. I would put Makes, and I would make him 1v1, and I would go over his lane like a million times of just champions that I think made a lot of sense or were meta. Renekton, Jax, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just play the style the whole fucking split, bro. There's no way this happens. No way. So I feel kind of bad for Turtle, because Turtle is an accomplice of mine, and I heard good stuff about him. But I mean, it just feels a little bit like a hostage situation, no? I mean, personally, I mean, whatever. Maybe I'm too fucking. I don't care enough. But
they were a bit unlucky because of the merge. You know?
Not really. I mean, maybe because you said it got better at the end, right?
Yeah. I mean, you did one split. Okay, it fucking sucks. Let's go back, or maybe just let's take what we think was good and improve. But like, you don't have the time anymore, you know?
No, I think it's good though, bro. I think it's good that like they have this idea and philosophy, but it's like this. Okay, say you have this delicious piece of chicken from Soul Chicken, right?
Yeah.
Soul Chicken Beer at Soul Chicken Beer on Instagram. São Paulo. And you have one, it's fine. But if you have like 50, it's too much. It's the same, you know? Confucius once said this: too much of one thing, too much of doing something is just as bad as doing too little. So from my perspective, it makes me angry. And I actually said this to my players too, because they put 5 players, 10 players in this case, to suffer. I mean, maybe it was better for Academy if anything, but they put 5 players to suffer through an entire split. One entire split. Refine the process during the off season, try things, build things slowly. But now one split is gone. So even if the merger didn't happen, personally, I thought the Liberty method was really fucking bad. That's my conclusion. What do you think?
Yeah, I didn't like. I mean, when you have a team that almost made playoffs in the next split, can't. Like, the thing is, if they were, like, for example, playing out games and you see there was something lacking, you know?
But bro, these guys have, like, talent too.
Huh?
These guys have talent too. Like, I think Drake Hero is talented.
Yeah.
I think Cavallo has talent. I think you're obviously already a CBLOL level
But what
player.
I mean is, if they were playing close games and you know it was, like, back and forth, but they were making mistakes that could fix, it's okay. But, you know, what I felt during the split, and you might be able to tell me, you know, when you get the things, when you don't care about dying anymore, you know, the game where you're inting or the game really sucks and you don't care if you die. If I die, it doesn't matter. There's no pressure, nothing at stake, you know, that rank that you are losing already. I felt like they were playing that game.
Yeah,
the players didn't care about dying.
You just need to like play your style.
Yeah, but I mean, they would just run down.
Yeah.
And I died, and then they go back to the map, die again.
Yeah.
And like, you know, when you're playing a competitive game, I don't know you, but when I die, I feel pain. I used to feel pain. Like, fuck, I fucked up. I shouldn't die here. You know?
Yeah.
It felt like they didn't care. They were just playing a normal game or something.
Guys, if I think they don't have talent, I wouldn't say, right? So people are like Mimi and Cavallo, but I think it's possible, you know? Like, I just developed some players in my time. Like, I don't think he would be like an insane top 3 support, but he could at least be middle of the pack, at least in my opinion, if it was the right way, you know?
I think he has a lot of talent as well. Like
Drake Hero for me was more though. For me, like Drake Hero and Pilot for me was just Lelico. Like, this guy is good. Like, I'm mind blown.
Yeah,
you have 3 good pieces in my opinion. Personally, I think Tyron is much better than Makes, but you have Makes, right? He can trade well. He plays aggressively. You have Drake Hero, promising mid jungle, and you have a veteran to lead them. I mean, it's this formula that makes sense, but they just ran it down. But that's my opinion, I guess. By the way, we'll answer all the donations at the at the end of the stream.
Sem português?
Yeah, can you?
Guys, se vocês quiserem mandar doações aí no Pix, tem o link embaixo. Em cima, aí, ó. No final da live a gente vai ler todo, certo? A gente vai ler, a gente traduz. Se quiser mandar em português, eu traduzo pro SeeEl. Se quiser mandar em inglês também não tem problema. Então, se vocês quiserem aí mandar uma coisa, uma mensagem, fazer uma pergunta pro Micão ou até pro SeeEl, no final do programa a gente vai estar respondendo os pics, ok?
Yeah. And the chicken is getting cold, so we're gonna have like 2 small, like we're gonna introduce 2 of our small partners, like sponsors, and we can take some time to answer some questions in the chat before we go into the main part of the podcast, where I'm gonna ask about your history in 19Z, kind of your legacy, and a lot of other questions that I have. So let's start from there and help yourself to chicken.
Yeah.
Tockers, maybe you could talk a little bit about Ace Bootcamp for us.
Yeah.
Can we get that on the screen? We have another partner, by the way, guys. Thank you to Ace Bootcamp.
Então, guys, pra quem não conhece aí, acredito que alguns de vocês já tenham visto falar sobre a Ace Bootcamp. É basicamente o que o nome diz, um espaço para bootcamps, para times principalmente, times de competitivos que quiserem um lugar para treinar aqui em São Paulo. A localização é boa, eles têm uma estrutura muito boa. Eu sei que alguns times de Valorant já ficaram lá e...
Eu já fui lá, é bem legal.
É bem legal.
Eles têm, tipo, os quartos em cima, tem uma salinha dos PCs embaixo.
You guys practice there as well,
Yeah,
right?
so Ace Bootcamp is actually run by a friend of mine called Tata. And I've been to a lot of facilities, even in Europe, and it's at that level, if not better. The pieces are brand new, everything's brand new.
Todo mundo que foi lá gostou. O próprio Sil falou que é melhor até que alguns lugares da Europa. Então, para os times aí interessados, tem dormitório, tem banheiro, tem lugar para alimentação. É um lugarzinho completo.
Food as well. Food and snacks.
Tem comida também, tem lanches. Então, fiquem ligados aí nesse bootcamp, principalmente para times, certo? Que estiverem interessados. Lá é bem bom, tem até aí os PCs. É bom.
Yeah. I mean, I don't normally advertise this kind of stuff, but you know, they helped us for free.
Yeah.
And she's just a brilliant person. Really, really nice. I love their facilities. I love to use it. If I don't like a product, guys, I'm not going to show it here, but thank you so much for the support from Ace Bootcamp. If you are an emerging organization, you want to do a bootcamp, or you're from Europe or like
even if
Korea,
you're from abroad, right, and you want to come to Brazil,
it's a really
R6 or maybe even I don't know.
I think Counter-Strike is a big one too. Like, it's a very low cost method of staying and housing all of your players and feeding your players, because normally you'd have to get a hotel, you'd have to rent the PCs.
Yeah.
Much cheaper, much better option.
And
I really enjoyed it.
No problems. You just talk to one person and you have everything.
Yeah.
I think they have the 360 hertz monitor.
Really?
I think
They do.
Oh, nice. I never played on one of those. No, actually I did. Actually did on a Valorant.
Can I feed you, MICAO?
Did you feel the difference?
Oh, sure. Feed you, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. From oh shit!
You got a one shot it, mate.
Oh shit!
I can say I fed MICAO.
Yeah. Can you get me in the Coke?
Damn.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you so much to Ace Bootcamp once again. And the second sponsor is actually my company, Savicor. You might have seen my friends Ayel, Saskidi, even Daniels retweeted it for me. And it's my company that's currently funding all of this podcast. It's currently 80% off for all Brazilians.
80% de desconto para todos os brasileiros.
Yeah, but the classes are only in English.
Wait,
right
80?
now. 80.
80? Okay.
80. So it's about $6, 30 reais. 33 reais, I think. And you get 40 hours of coaching a month. We have our own live stream platform. And if you miss the class, then you can rewatch it in our content library. So it's a really great way to learn the game. It's a great way to stay on top of the meta. We do patch note reviews every time. We do one-to-one VOD reviews in a classroom. Great way to learn. Only $6. You can use at SeeEl80, code SeeEl80 for 80% off. That's it. Make sure you sign up to there. I guess we'll go to the main part of the podcast for me. I want to know how it was like to play with Tockers. Because I can't fucking believe that this guy was a competitor. Look at him.
Yeah,
You're beautiful.
Do you have a CBLO?
Do you have an LEC?
Never played.
Right.
Damn.
Damn, you got.
He got you good.
Yeah, bro.
You know these motherfuckers on Twitter. They're like this guy has 0 titles. Bro, I've been here 1 split.
That's enough. I won my first one.
You got carried. Not
really.
You got carried by Revolta and MICAO.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
Now, how good was he really? How good? Don't lie. If he's shit, you gotta say.
You're gonna ask everyone then?
What do you mean?
My first interaction with Tockers was like a solo kill game. You remember that? He was playing like TF mid. I
bet you it was toxic.
He was, he was playing TF mid and he was like 0-3, I think, or something. And I was playing duo with the support that was a friend of mine at the time. And my support just typed it to him, "Can you please stop dying? Oh my god." And he said, "Okay." And just like Tockers has disconnected. And he stopped dying.
I didn't die anymore.
This was like my first interaction. So like at first I thought he was like a super troll. But time has made him innocent.
Time has made him innocent.
Yep. He's innocent.
Look at that. Sorry. So how did you get to join INTZ? You know, that's my question. Like with Tockers, why him, bro?
I was third option. You know that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
You got carried.
You're third. Oh my god! Like,
do you remember?
The whole INTZ squad, like the first one, was like so.
Oh, 1 sec. Nocturnal.
Hora de comer, guys. Bora.
Nocturnal.
Nice. Can you still hear me? Estão me ouvindo? Estão me ouvindo?
Give us a second, guys. Give us a second. Calma.
O molhinho é muito especial, né, mano?
Eu não comi o sem molho ainda. Vou provar o sem molho.
You're gonna eat more, man.
É bom, mas o com molho é, mano, incrível.
Guys, the chicken is fucking delicious.
Isn't you saying Jizam is playing Nocturne?
You're
You're getting spoilers?
We can listen to you guys. What's going on, bro? Oh, we're back. So tell us the story, bro. Wait, did you play before? You played before him, right?
He's way older than me on the same.
How old are you?
No, I mean
Same as him. I'm 27 now, I think. 27. I'll be 28.
He played
like
for longer than me.
yeah.
So, actually, tell us. Let's start from there before Tockers. Then, like, how did you get into League, and tell us a bit more about your story.
I used to play home, like Heroes of New Earth. Did you ever hear about this?
Yeah.
It's like exactly like Dota with other names.
I heard it was a great game. I never got to try it.
Yeah, it was really fun, but then it got like paid to play.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Biggest mistake they ever did. And then like a lot of people stopped playing, and I just started playing League. At first, let me think about my first team.
I remember my first game.
I just remember like my first tournaments was like Go for Low. Do you know Go for Low? We would like play the whole Sunday, like 12 hours. And I remember this one day we were playing against, I believe it was Kid, like in 2012 maybe.
Wasn't me Salva Batman?
Maybe. I can't remember, but like Jockster was playing jungle still, and this game we almost beat them in the finals, and we would finally win like I think it was like 500 reais.
That's a lot.
And like we just threw that game, and I remember I went to bed, and like I couldn't sleep. I was like staring at the ceiling, and I was thinking, oh my god, how could this happen?
But you wanted to be a pro player already at that age.
Yeah.
So you were really young then, no? That's fucking, when is it? That's
I started playing League when I was like 14, I think.
Season 1?
14.
Season one.
But how much was 500 reais back then? Like in nowadays money. As a kid, it would have felt like a fortune.
For
right?
League, it was like so much money. For playing League, holy shit.
As a kid, it was so good because like
Could buy so much skins.
my not skins. I would buy like snacks, you know,
Food.
Fandangos.
Yeah.
Fandangos was the main.
Fandangos.
Yeah,
You like
yeah.
Fandangos?
Do you know this?
I like cebolitas more.
Yeah,
Cebolitos.
I would buy this.
Muito melhor.
My first salary was like 40 reais. It wasn't even a salary. It was like they would.
Wait,
Was it
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean 40?
It was a fucking
40? No, tell me about this. No. I need to hear. There's no fucking way. 40 reais?
Yeah.
What do you mean 40
I asked
reais?
for just
bro?
a little bit, and they gave me 40 reais. I love it.
But what was this job? Tell me this job.
It was like Lemon Gaming. It was called, and they wouldn't even call it a salary. But since we all played online and we were all like pretty random, it was just like
It's for League of Legends?
they would give you something. Yeah. It was
So that was your first job.
yeah.
And how much was 40
wasn't
reais
really-
compared to NAD money though? Because
Yeah,
the
you-
real was
so
much.
much more.
It was,
So
no,
much more.
it wasn't that much.
No,
Still,
it was so much more.
I could buy like I could order food like twice in the month. Oh, Jockster is saying like he was also on Lemon Gaming with me. He would
Jockster.
he would
Hey, let's be real. Jockstar, how much did you make? How much did you make, bro? There's no way.
on
40
Lemon Gaming for
Yeah.
40 reais.
40 as well?
It was just like they would just give us something. They were like
It was a
40.
gift.
yeah.
I mean, that's...
It was
Yeah,
way
40
better than
also.
nothing. It was
How,
way
and how
better
old were
than
you when
nothing.
this happened, Lemon Gaming?
15 maybe.
And what was your roster? It was Jockster, you. And how did you guys meet, by the way, Jockster and you? Because Jockster is a legend too. Hey, mate, if you're in São Paulo, let's have him on as well, no?
This is also a cool story. Like I was promised to try out for this one team that was Lemon Gaming. Their manager promised me, but when I was gonna do the tryout, they had already closed with an ADC, and his name was Professor.
Professor.
You know,
I think I know that guy.
he's casting for CBLOL now.
Yeah,
CBLOL Academy.
he's still... He was playing for a while, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he played on the team you coached.
Vitality.
No, for Cebolon with Bruiser. No,
Professor.
was it Yang, Ranger, Bruiser, and Professor?
But like,
Oh!
Yeah, you're such a
era
cunt.
ajuda de custo.
Yeah,
isso aí.
he was so... You were okay.
But yeah, like since I was promised to do the tryout, their manager like really insisted that I at least play a tryout, and then he lost his job. He lost the 40 reais. Whoa,
that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
Sorry.
So, did you ever imagine like gaming would take you this far?
Never.
Never. So, how did you get to meet? Like, how did you get to join the team with that legendary roster? That was Yang.
Joko at first.
I mean, it was Joko before.
At first, yeah.
Okay, let's skip Joko. It was Yang, Revolta, and then some mid laner. Was it Tockers? I don't know. It wasn't too good. I don't remember. It was Yang, Revolta, Tockers, you, and Jockster, I believe, right?
Yep.
And I was told that when you and Jockster was like insane. I heard it was like the best support by far back then. Right? Not Joko. And so how did this team come to be? You know, because I heard Revolta was already like miles above at that point as a jungler. Why Tockers? Why this team? How did this happen?
As Tockers was talking, he was like the third option at the time.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Because like we had a team.
The first option was Minerva, right?
No.
He was. I remember vividly.
We tried out Minerva, but he was trolling. He was like he didn't want to be part of the team. So I mean, at least it was our impression at the time. So he was playing like really off meta stuff, but he always does that. So maybe he wasn't trolling.
But wasn't he the best when he was playing AD carry, Minerva?
He played every single.
He played that, yeah.
But in 2014, when he was AD carry, when he went to like Worlds and shit, he was like solid, no? That guy.
Yeah. He would build like Yomos on Jinx. And no one else would. This build doesn't exist. And he would build Yomos and win the game. It was. I couldn't believe it. Like every time I look at that Yomos, I was like.
So it was Minerva and who? Who's the two people in front of Tockers?
So like it was another guy, but like when we were like 1 week to come to São Paulo, he said he couldn't come anymore.
What was his name?
Shinigami. He never played competitive again, I think, or maybe tier 3, I don't know. But even before that, we had like Fire and Wolf.
Who didn't go as well.
Yeah. So like.
That was really the last option.
We had like a week to get a top laner and a mid laner. And I was just like thinking about people, and it was basically like we got on TeamSpeak. I went with Tockers and I said, do you want to go to a gaming house? Like
actually
next week?
It's because I had already played with Yang. They were already set on him. And Yang played with me, so I guess it was like the last name they could possibly call.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah. But they already had a CBLOL spot, but it wasn't like it is today, the league. It was just a single tournament.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't franchise.
They called me and then the team was already done. You know, what was the last?
But I mean, let's be real here, okay? No filter again. My vibe is in 2015 when he first joined. He kind of got carried. That was my vibe because it was like MICAO, Jockster, who was probably the best bot lane. And then they had Revolta, who was like miles above, who knew the game at a pretty high level, like the highest level probably in Brazil.
Yeah, Revolta was the best of us by far.
By far. Like, especially game knowledge rise, right? That's the vibe I got. Tockers is just like a guy with decent hands, good hands, works hard. And then Yang, strategic aspect, you know? So, like, would you say that you carried Tockers, or was it like, did he actually get good really fast? This is not flaming Tockers. Like, seriously.
I don't think I carried like that split, that first split. Kid had a roster with like
Takeshi.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard like when he first came in, Takeshi and Kami were just better, you know? That's what everyone was telling me. Like Kami was like this super talented, like crazy talented guy. He'd play artillery mages.
Yeah.
And then we had like
Takeshi would
play the assassins, and then you had this goofy Oompa Loompa motherfucker join INTZ with Revolta and get carried. Is this true?
It's not.
It's not true?
It's
really?
Not, it's not
too nice.
Stop with the narratives, motherfucker.
I don't remember like the level everyone was playing individually, but I think everyone was playing pretty solid on our first finals. Like, I remember we weren't the best bot lane, actually.
Really?
No, yeah.
Who was better than you?
Emperor and Loop.
No, but they're Korean.
But on the finals, I don't know, something happened.
Yeah.
Like
MICAO was like a final monster.
yeah,
I never saw someone play that well in every finals.
I was playing so good.
MICAO carried me on some
They even
finals.
carried me after the game.
Yeah.
I remember.
What happened, MICAO?
I don't know. I need to go back. I need
Bro,
to
there was
get a time travel machine. What the fuck?
there was one final.
He was that good.
There was one final where he was playing against Titan, and the guy was like with a huge fever.
Yeah.
As soon
You were
as,
sick.
as soon as the series ended, he went straight to the doctor. But the guy
I
won
went to
the fourth game. He killed
Yeah.
16 people, 16 cyber athletes.
I went to the ambulance that
It was that bad.
was outside of
He
Riot,
was a
you know?
final monster.
How good was Takao?
Who?
Tockers really. Takao, by the way.
You're too curious.
I think. Did you know he solo killed Shellhooks and carried us?
No, but that has to be mythology. I don't believe it.
You heard about that?
Yeah, but that can't be real.
He was playing. It was Cassiopeia or LeBlanc?
Have you seen him play recently? He's
I
so
won
bad.
before RNG. I remember that day.
It was really insane. It was really
Is
insane.
that true?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I swear.
Who was better in your opinion? Kami, Prime Tockers, Prime Kami, or Prime Takesh?
Prime Tockers.
Really?
Yeah.
How much you paying, bitch?
Like Takeshi, I think he was really good. Like before we were good.
Mhm.
Like when he was like 2014, I think it was his prime.
Mhm.
But and Kami was always like the same game for us. Like we would always say, like he just AFK farms and he plays team fights really well with mages. But like he's not as complete as Tockers, you know.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I don't like this.
Here's the thing. You should put some respect on my name.
I don't like this fucking shit.
Like one problem that a lot of people didn't notice that I did on INTZ was I was really selfless on that team. Truly. Playing with Yang and Revolta was not an easy task. He knows.
Really?
Yeah, they were really demanding.
I gotta get Revolta on this show because the
I was
thing
also really selfless.
Yeah, he was way more than me. I would just catch his ways mid all the time, and he would
Really?
chill. If it was any other ADC, the thing couldn't work.
Bro, I swear, like every story I hear about Revolta is a nightmare. Like I gotta get him on the show because that guy, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. But back in the day when you're competing, you're like Nocturne IRL, you know?
He was the best jungler at carrying games.
Yeah, but I heard he was a nightmare to work with, bro. Like he demanded resources.
Like
He had his style.
when he first came into the team, he was like a fucking messiah, you know. He was like an angel. He taught us like a really
I don't know.
a shit ton of stuff. He was like so good in every aspect. Like he would go like after scrim was over, he would talk like 101 or like bring the
so he
the
was
five
really
together.
that good.
Yeah, and he was trying so fucking hard.
I'm not sure for you, but when he first came to the
Respect,
team,
bro. Respect.
when he first came to the team,
the camera died again.
Oh shit. Okay, let's wait.
Okay, guys, we're gonna switch cameras, guys. Sorry, lots of technical problems this episode,
Yeah.
but it's all good. What's going on?
That's a knock spoiler.
Just died.
Pagou o molinho ali.
Nossa, pior que eu não peguei nenhum molinho.
TT's here.
Dá uma batatinha no molinho. Insane. O da direita.
Yeah, just get it in there, mate.
É, o full da
Let's go
direita.
crazy, bro. Go crazy, bro. I'm sorry, we're talking too much. You got to enjoy the chicken first, but good. More. Yeah, TT, no camp, guys. Calm down. We're gonna get TT on here as well. We're gonna get TT on here, no? Big man. I TT, if you come on here,
What
guy.
do you do?
Okay, I will talk mostly about good things, but I need to know about what happened this split. I need to know what happened. I need to know what
I
happened.
need to know too.
Yeah. Did you punch someone? That's my question. Bro, I see his Instagram. I don't think I could coach him, bro. I would get intimidated. I'd like,
Coach did, you know?
bro, I talk shit. I'd be like, TT, you're fucking inting, and be like, Heshpeta. Heshpeta. 1, 2. Like this. You know? And he'd say that, that's how he says it, no? Heshpeta. Heshpeta.
Yeah.
Meu nome. Anyway, let's wait for the camera. Guys, give us a second.
A lot of coaches were actually intimidated. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Not me. I'm an alpha male.
But he was fine to work with. Just his persona got people a bit intimidated.
I think we're back. Beautiful. This is another camera. We've got another one. Thank you, Lace. Question to you, by the way, in regards to that as well.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the only reason I feel I can't believe the whole Tockers thing is because I knew you after you quit esports, kind of, right?
You're not picturing myself.
Yeah. So I see this guy like just going to restaurants and just like eating a lot and just talking and being silly. So it's very hard for me to see the kind of athlete part of it. You know, can we reduce this volume a little bit? It's like echoing a lot. You know, MICAO is a real drunk Eddie Carey. Here's my next question. You know how I said I'll deep hit hard, right? We'll talk a little bit more about your legacy, but something I hear often is BRB MICAO smoking. Okay. Now, I know you're a smoker. How did you first start smoking? Why? And how did this meme come to be?
I started smoking at Berlin.
Yeah,
when we
Boot camping for
were boot camping.
Words.
And it was like, it was so much. Yeah, it was so stressful. It was
That
so
boot camp
fucking
was-
Why
stressful.
was it so bad?
Hmm?
Why was it so bad?
Too much pressure.
We were playing against really good teams. I think we were playing against like
Top four
the
NBC.
When was this?
2016.
16. We were playing against like, I think it was
four
Forgiven
NBC?
already at the time.
Yeah.
We were playing like bot against Forgiven and like
Yeah.
Forgiven was that good back then?
in lane he was so good. He
Really?
was so good.
Didn't he just push every wave and play Caitlyn?
That was his
Yeah, but it was so oppressive.
signature.
So oppressive. And like
He could space so well.
it was basically really good scrims, really hard scrims, really hard solo queue as well. And I was playing like, I don't know, 16 hours maybe at the day. I was playing so much.
Was that against Odoamne's team, right?
Yeah.
H2K.
It was
Odomni?
You know, I work with him.
Domini, Rio. I think
I gave him his first title.
it was
Really?
Yankos as well.
I talked with him in Korea,
Yeah, I gave him his first title. Fact.
but it was hard.
H-Pate.
It was really hard.
So you started smoking then? But how did it start? Who gave you the cigarette? Was it Tockers?
That was me.
It was you. You
It was-
gave
it
yourself
was
your first
10
cigarette.
fucking euros, I think.
10 euros.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
expensive.
500 reais.
In Brazil, it's like 10 reais.
Wait, wasn't you and Kaki?
No,
was
it,
Kaki.
it was me alone at
Yeah.
first, and I would smoke in the
But
bathroom.
wasn't it hard? Because it was your first cigarette, no? Ah, this guy, that was not his first cigarette.
No. It wasn't like my first ever cigarette, but it was the first time I would smoke like
Constantly.
not when I go out, you know.
So you'd only
So,
smoke, you'd only
what-
smoke while drinking, for example.
What
Yeah,
happened?
like-
it was like in Berlin, some parts of the year, like 10 p.m. at night,
Yeah.
it's still daylight, right?
Yeah.
So he would just like scrims were over. They would take like a break out around 10. I remember they would just go out and like smoke for a few minutes, then go back and play solo queue. That's where they started.
And then you got addicted.
Yeah. No, I'm actually not addicted.
yeah,
really?
sure. You can stop whenever you want.
I'm just kidding.
You're mega addicted, no? Like,
Yeah.
No, you,
Can I?
yeah, of course, bro.
You can stop whenever you want, right?
This is triggering me.
Do you regret it? Do you regret it?
Yeah.
You regret smoking, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was a bad influence to the
I
rest
mean,
of
it's
the
just
team.
so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
In what way? Tell me more about this. Man, this is the spicy stuff.
Do jogos, por
É.
exemplo.
O Jock seria os alfa tipo.
Maybe Yang and Jogster started smoking because I started smoking as well.
Maybe.
Ah,
I mean, I'm also a victim.
you're a victim. Who taught you?
I only started smoking because they stressed me.
Why did
started
they
smoking 'cause
Why
I
did they
smoked.
stress you? Like, how was the team environment in INTZ like? Was it toxic?
Like,
And why was it Tockers' fault?
Out of game was fun.
Out of game was fun.
Yeah.
yeah, in game it was pretty toxic sometimes. Like,
Give me an
Tockers had
example.
his days. Revolta had his days.
Tell me some examples. You gotta tell me some stories, man. Let it loose.
I don't like this show.
Você já falou pra ele da vez que vocês quase saíram no soco?
No, but you gotta say it, bro.
It was on that boot camp as well.
There was a time that in this bootcamp, like,
Bro, okay. We were
go.
so stressed.
you go.
So stressed. And Yang was playing against Rat ERL.
RATRL.
Yeah, and he was camping the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And back at INTZ office, I played like I'm here, like my PC, and here is the wall.
Yeah.
And over there, I was here, and Yang was on my right.
Oh.
Okay, and I was almost dying
Why were you
from
down?
sickness.
Oh, you were sick.
Yeah, my lungs were like dying out. It was so bad. And that day, he was playing the solo queue, get camped, and like they were typing to him, you know, banter and stuff. Actually, not banter, like aggressive stuff. You know how they are.
Yeah, they're really.
And then I sneezed. But you know, I'm used to the wall to my right, and I sneezed at him once, and he looked at me like furious.
Wait, no, you sneezed and what?
I sneezed towards him
Oh.
because the wall was here. I used to like sneeze here, you know, but now he's on my right because we were boot camp. You're not on the game off. And the first one, he just looks mad at me. And then I was playing as well. I was mad at my solo kill.
He was also mad.
And then I sneezed again. And he became so fucking mad. And he started saying, like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you want to get, like, punched or something?
I just remember like Yang stood up, like, and I was like on the other side of
Is
the
it
room.
big butt?
No.
Is it big butt?
No.
And then I said, oh, you can take, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just throw some punches and stuff like that.
I was just looking for from the other side of the room, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
So this is what caused MICAO beer back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I thought it was worse. I thought you said wall, so I thought you like punched the wall and you punched him in the face.
No,
or
no.
something.
It was wall, and I used to sneeze, you know, like towards.
So what
here.
ended up happening? You guys fist fight or what?
No, I don't remember
He just like
exactly.
he just stood up and confronted Tockers, and that was it. Like someone got in the middle and like stop. Maybe Revolta. I can't remember. Like someone got
We
in
were
the
really
middle.
stressed at boot camp. Really.
But
Well,
there was never a time that like we like
punched each other.
yeah, we're like como é que fala, tipo, ameaçou, threatened to punch someone, you know. There was never a time that each other
It never happened.
yeah, with
Was the
us,
first
we were
time.
never threatened to like get physical. So that was the first time.
How about Revolta? Like, tell me some stories about him in scrims. You gotta let it loose.
There's one really good words.
Like, did he ever intentionally feed?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
That was,
Passive aggressive.
the first one that comes to mind is like I think he
You know, he's going to react to that, and then he's going to tell a beautiful story about
Yeah. It wasn't like that, guys. We're team
Yeah,
building
yeah.
with his signature charming face and soft
Yeah.
voice. Oh, well, guys.
and his diamonds.
Yeah, and his ring, his fucking
Yeah.
expensive ring, and his model girlfriend in the background just looking at him, and he's gonna be like, "Well, guys, it wasn't like this. What was really happening was I was explaining the game. It was positive team building.
They overreact.
How was it really? Like, tell us some stories, man. You're gonna come on, let us know some stuff.
there's nothing like too big, but the first one that comes to mind is like a time we called him to gank bot, and he came to gank bot. We all died,
You fucked up.
and he just said something like
No, what happened was they died. Then Jockster respawned and said, "Okay, Revolta, what are we doing?"
oh yeah.
And then he just says, "Just stay bot, don't fucking die. I'm playing for top."
But he said it really calm in his signature voice,
No,
or
it was like a bit more aggressive.
aggressive. Really? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
imagining this guy. Okay, you don't die.
was-
Play for top. It was more aggressive in
Yeah.
Portuguese. And how about him? You gotta give me some things about
None.
him. None. You're
None.
that good.
The guy is,
So you're selfless
I
in
never
game,
saw-
selfless IRL. So
Yeah.
you're the perfect player.
yeah, he's the perfect teammate.
And then he got jailed in.
But he can't play against Malzahar.
Is that true?
Lissandra.
Lissandra.
Is it true?
as well.
Tell me.
No,
tell
it's
me.
because like
There was a meme. He doesn't
Yeah.
like much about it
there was a meme. I don't care about it anymore.
anymore.
There was a QSS meme
Yeah.
about me in like 2016, I think.
Mhm.
And I don't know, man. Like Lissandra out. I don't like to see it
Lissandra
anymore.
was meta, like
'Cause she would kill me all the time. She would kill me all the time.
every
I
Lissandra
was dying
could kill him.
I was dying so much to Lissandra.
You couldn't like QSS or cleanse or something.
Couldn't. It was impossible.
It was impossible.
Because
He refused to buy
the Lissandras were
Really?
so good because like they would also ult themselves.
So you just ban it.
So I couldn't QSS.
You just ban it.
No, I played.
Yeah,
I played.
I should have
Oh,
been.
you played it.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a question: like, how many titles did you win that event INTZ?
Only below 4. There's also like
Rift Rivals, right?
one Rift Rivals. And there's a post-season CBLOL that happened once. It was like a third split that we also won. And there's a lot of
Off-season tournament. Not off-season, but there was a lot of in-between
third parties tournaments.
first and second split tournaments, you know?
Yeah.
We just won them all during that time.
But
Back then there was to be a lot.
What do you think was like the primary cause of success in that team? Was it just that everything clicked, or like what do you think helped you? Because you said it's Super MICAO, right? You said the guy literally just went to the finals and just
Who was
carried.
Zen?
Yeah, he was the guy.
Yeah.
He was the guy to be. What was it that enabled you to be able to do that? To go on stage, to just fucking, carry the shit out of everyone. What was the magic formula there, do you think? Looking back on your history and looking back on your career.
You're asking like individually or as a team?
Sorry? What were you saying, Tockers?
Give me the...
Oh, for me, it's both. Like for me, individual is the bigger one, right? Because once again, being a bit brutal, I would say that INTZ was like the peak of your career, right? That was when you won.
Yeah.
And since then, it's been a steady decline.
Uh-huh.
I don't really count the last split because I think last split was, in my opinion, it's unfair. In my opinion, it's unfair.
agree.
Like I don't think he's like a top 3. I don't think you're a top 3 AD carry at the moment. That's just my opinion. Of course, as a player, you should think otherwise. But for me, it wasn't a top 3 AD carry at the moment. But he was still not split 2. What happened, So my question is like, what was it that made you hit that peak, Like what how did you achieve such high levels of performance?
I think like I always played like a shit ton of solo queue. Like
Just to understand, I never saw anyone play as much solo queue in the entire life as this guy. Really. He played 24/7 solo queue. 24/7.
Would you say you loved the game back then more than you do now? Like, did you lose a little bit of love for your game?
I still love it very much, but like
I don't know how.
I still love it very much. I still like to play solo queue. I still like to like watch League, but it's definitely different. Like when it's your first split.
Yeah.
Like at the time, we didn't have any salary on INTZ. It was just like having a gaming house was like
It was enough.
Yeah, it was really different.
How about food, bro?
No,
we had food. We had food.
What kind of food?
It was good food.
Good
You were
food.
eating rats?
They cook it every single
Oh,
day.
really? So it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had like a
But no salary.
cozinheira.
Yeah, no salary.
Yeah.
No,
For
during
the-
first split we had, but the first time we went over there, we didn't.
Yeah. Like before Revolta, we didn't have salary yet,
Yeah.
I think. When we got there, we didn't have salary. But like, it was just like so fulfilling, and I was so happy to be on a gaming house. It was unbelievable. Like, I was literally like a kid having heard his dreams come true. It was I was so happy all the time, just to be in the gaming house.
I think it wasn't
Just to be able-
professional, right? It was more like we are at a house with friends playing.
Yeah,
League. It was not like professional.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Today, it's not nearly as much fun, but I still
Still
love
love
it.
the competition.
Yeah. But it was so much fun back
So
then.
do you think that was like the biggest driving factor of your success back then, like individually?
I think so. Like, I always, I don't know. I just mindlessly played all day, and I liked it.
But I think League was more fun back then. I don't know why too.
It was.
Because I only started playing.
Maybe it's us, no? Like maybe
Maybe
it
we
was
were just getting old, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was funnier for us.
I guess back then I didn't know anything, so it was always like a new kind of experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like my first gaming experience for League was I was not much of a gamer, and I went to the internet cafe with friends, and they were playing League of Legends, and I didn't know what it was, so I made an account called YOLO Penetration. I like locked in Vladimir. I died 11 times, and I never touched the game again.
Understand.
Now, when I came back to start playing it, and I was playing casually, I remember I knew nothing about the game, and every time it was like an adventure kind of, I'd like learn something new, try something new. It was just so much fun. And all the items and stuff was just more fun, no? Like the kit, like the Yi reset was really cool.
You know something
I think so. Like the old graves, I still I always
Yeah,
remember
with the
like,
auto attacks.
the old graves.
I think it's something about gaming, Something I realized recently is that I played some games where people were so like into min max, Yeah. Everyone is like, when a game comes out, everyone is already doing math and looking for new builds and stuff like that for new games. And recently I started playing a RTS where there's not much content about it and just enjoying the experience of learning.
Yeah, I remember the quintessences in League of Legends.
The rooms.
Like I was playing
and I think
casually.
that's missing for
I used
for
to take Smite on Ashe, bro.
Yeah.
I played Ashe top and played Smite, and I'd go 11 deaths. I was bronze 5, 0 LP when I started.
You would also think it would work on champions?
Yeah, but then I realized
so much damage.
But then I realized gold is important.
Way better than Ignite. It doesn't make any sense.
But gold was like so good at like gold was so important, and I didn't know. But then when I realized farming was important, because I never played like MOBA before, I took Smite because I was missing every last hit, for example. Yeah,
just as much as farm.
Yeah, bro. Like it was like this, and when I found out, it was just so much fun. And nowadays, it's like someone missteps like 1 millimeter, and I'm like, holy shit!
We got a
super chat.
Yeah, for YouTube. Hey guys, do you think Azor is the greatest lineup of all time? Could you guys talk a little about it, comparing to louder other strong things?
I mean, I think so. Minus Tockers, to be honest.
Yeah, sure.
I think so. Minus Tockers. Yeah. What do you guys think though? Be honest. Like, how much of a legend do you think you are? Do you like look at? Okay, you wake up in the mirror. I'm fucking MICAO. I'm a 4-time Brazilian champion superstar. I was the best fucking thing that ever happened in this region. Now everyone's shit. You wake up like that? Or is it like, I don't know, Liberty Method. I'm screaming Wesley Andren every day.
I think it's more on the ladder.
Ladder,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro.
You forget what you did back there.
I mean, it's
Bro, it's so sad.
because no. Thank you. But it's not on like a
depressive way.
Yeah, like just I had like really bad results recently, and I pressure myself a lot, so I can't like.
How long are you contracted?
Till the end of the split.
End of the split.
This year.
If you're not contracted, I can coach you a little bit.
Okay.
And we can talk about the game. Let's do content.
I would like.
I have a lot of challenges, so I need some stress relief. I need to coach Bruiser.
Did you have a good time?
Last time, no. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so like he's so bad, and the thing is, he has so much confidence, bro. The guy,
That's the worst kind of player, right?
Bro,
I need his confidence.
He's like,
I need his confidence,
Yeah, the guy plays like Rumble mid. He's like solo inting. Like he's so fucking bad. He's like, I'm the best.
When you coaching me, I get
you. No, let's do Bruiser to rank 1, which is we know that's failed already.
Never getting there.
MICAO and Tockers.
Okay.
We do. If you live close, you can come over. We can do content. I have another studio set up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a workaholic. It's like this. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. After the contract.
Yeah.
Wait, when's your contract run out? November,
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that. I would like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. So yeah, what made you lose so much confidence though, bro? Because you're a fucking legend.
I think it's just bad results,
Really, just recently, just the last 2 splits.
Like, especially, I was talking with Tockers before, like this second split, I was playing like a fucking bot sometimes, and it's so painful. Like this when you play so
when
bad,
you make a mistake.
Yeah. It's like so bad, and yeah, but I'm in a better place right now. Like when it was on the middle of the split and I was playing so bad, now I'm like. I'm playing a shit ton of solo kills still, and I think I just want to focus on my mechanics for like a year and see how I'm gonna be on the end of the next year.
It's not too late though.
Yeah,
because Odo didn't win until he was 28.
28? Really?
28. Yeah, he won with me in 2022.
He's 30 now.
I think so. Can we check?
I mean, just look at a ruler.
Yeah.
Is there a bad example?
I mean, the guy is old. Odo Omne, top laner. 29 years old. Jesus fucking Christ, Odo. If you ever watch this, you are ancient. Ancient. But he won when he was 27 or 28. He turned 28.
I think BRTT, like his last tournament, he was also
No, he's like
30 maybe.
No, he's 32, bro. He's old.
No, right now. But before.
Yeah, like
when he won his final one.
yeah, I think he was
29 maybe.
yeah maybe.
But I mean, there's no reason for esports athletes to not be able to play in their like
It
late
doesn't make
30s,
sense.
bro.
It's
Yeah,
a mental
doesn't make
thing.
sense. Yeah, I think it's a mental thing. But yeah, back to the question. So who do you think was the best lineup of all time? Do you think it was Exodia?
I think so.
You think so?
Like
Prime MICAO.
yeah, we had like a showdown on 2016, I think, when we came back from Worlds. We played against like the Pain that was. It was the same lineup from their golden days or no?
No, not really.
I can't remember exactly, but like it was back then. It was really easy. Like the game was so easy for us. Like we could start like 5k behind. We would just like we would know what to do. We would know how to stall the game, and we would know when the other team is going for a bad play. Like
You
if
just punish instantly.
yeah, like if someone is dying but they are like overcommitting or like they are in the wrong lane, we would know that. We would be getting gold slowly back.
Yeah.
So like we knew so much about the game, I think.
And you said like you were watching old VODs just before starting here.
Yeah.
You're getting like we could get like tempo advantage and just go into their jungle like things do nowadays back then, and we still see some things that don't do it, you know. So we had a lot of knowledge. We were really good at developing a style.
I was like I didn't think we were very good. Like before I look back at our games from 2016, and I also got some comps with Alex, that was our coach, and we played like good macro, I think, like decent macro at least, because
I don't know if you heard the like Tockers said he hated Peter Dunn.
did he?
Yeah, he said like I fucking hate Peter Dunn. How much was the coaching staff like? Who did the biggest lifting? You know, was it like if you had to give a percentage? Once again, a time to be kind of brutal. How much percent was Alex? How much percent was Peter? Because Alex was the head coach, right?
Mm-hmm. On the beginning, like Alex, I think maybe he won like the first championship for us,
Really?
because he was like the master of lane swaps, and lane swaps was you would do it like every game. It was fucking annoying meta, and he did like a presentation to us. He taught us so much about lane swaps, and we would basically always get out ahead in gold of the lane swaps. So he was pretty good in that. He was also like very hardworking, but for me, Peter is like another level. Like
Really?
yeah, I think he's a genius.
Really?
Yeah,
So what did Peter do that was like, wow?
I don't
For
know.
example?
He's
Give an example of like when he spoke something, you're like, wow, that's really amazing. Because apparently Tockers didn't have that.
For fuck's sake.
I don't remember.
Oh look, bro, I have something for you.
Two things that come to mind was something that I really loved. It was when we would play Ezreal, and that was a meta that you could freeze side lanes.
Oh, I remember
So, like-
that speech.
So like I would play Ezreal and I would be behind a lot of times, and we would just like scream training these things, you know. We were like training specific stuff. So he would give me Ezreal. I don't remember if why I was behind, but I would be behind for some reason, and I would just like freeze the wave, wait for my second item spike, and the four other guys just had to like stall the game. So we would know really well how to stall the game. Like if one person is behind and you need to freeze to this guy come back on the game.
Yeah, you could freeze forever back
But
then.
you guys never had like struggles with him because for me, Peter's like a really good friend of mine, if you didn't know. And I worked with him last year. And something that I struggle with is like he says things in a way that's like almost impossible to understand sometimes. He says it like really complex. So it wasn't always like this. It was easy to understand.
Yeah,
I mean-
he made some topics more complex than they should, definitely. Looking back, I can see what he's saying now.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Yeah.
remember that. Just apart from his accent, which is hard to understand.
Yeah,
Really?
it was a bit
Is
hard.
my accent hard to understand?
No,
Mine's easy.
yeah.
There you go.
Maybe
That's
my
why
English
Australia's-
also got better.
I remember him walking around like the boot camping with a laptop. You remember?
Yeah,
he would just go around
still
the
does
laptop
it.
watching the game.
He
Like
still
that.
does it.
He still does it.
He still does it. Did he not tie his shoelaces back then too?
I can't remember
Yeah,
He would
maybe I
always-
never noticed.
He would always have his shoes, but he would never tie his shoelaces.
I don't remember
And
that.
he'd walk around like this, and then he'd like have his.
But it's so
Yeah,
funny.
the laptop was so funny.
He would walk like that.
Then he
It's
was-
like-
and he
the
always
other
does
one?
this. You know this one.
Yeah, he just come from the other room. Guys, I think you guys fucked up.
We're talking about Peter Dunn,
12:30. Maybe if you guys rotated here and lane assignment different.
and you're doing something else. You're like, huh?
Yeah,
And then
yeah, it was
you're gonna
always
watch
like
it
that.
again. And okay. So you're saying you love them both. That's what you're saying, basically.
yeah.
Okay. I'll take that. Very different from someone else I know.
The other thing was also about team fight.
Yeah.
I think it was Peter who taught us about zone control, like, but we got really good into it. So like,
Pretty much, we went to wild card and we lost to a Russian team who just destroyed us in team fight. We look like
Is that
bronze.
Albus Knox?
Yeah,
They were good
Yeah.
too. It was a brand, right?
yeah. We look like bronze. And when we came back, Peter came to us and said, "Look, guys, you guys understand macro, have good laning, but you can play team fight. And either we practice the whole split team fighting, or you're not making two words." And then we did the whole split. We gave every single team their best champions, and we tried to not win early game and just play team fights. The whole split. It was really stressful, but we learned.
But you won that split, right?
We won.
yeah.
And do you think that training was a big part of it, like the team fighting?
Not for CBLO, for international. Yeah.
But also for CBLO, I think.
Yeah, but we learned how to play like cooldowns. Like, for example, how do you play around Alistar?
Was Peter skinny back then?
No,
I don't
not
think
really.
so. Maybe skinnier, but
He's a chubby boy now. He's a chubby boy now. I think it's parenthood. Did you know he got a kid?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Love the guy. Absolute brilliant guy. What's your favorite memory in esports so far?
Ooh.
Wow. It's probably when we. I'll have to say too. Like my first title.
When you were
they-
Super MICAO.
Yeah, when they carried me and stuff. And the one on 2016 when we played like till midnight. We won on a fucking hard best of 5 last game.
Was it LAN?
It was against Dark Passage.
Dark Passage.
Oh.
Caps was on the team, but he didn't.
That was a Turkish team, right?
Caps and Church, they were on that team, but
Was
they
that
didn't.
for wildcard?
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
didn't play because they were too young.
Thank God.
Yeah, that guy was always a monster.
Yeah.
Was always a monster.
But these two, my first title and the 2016.
How about like outside of the tournament? You know, because you guys must have done team activities, no? Or was it always just bad? Because now that's something that I miss. Because you know, like, I was never intending to go into esports as a career. I don't know if you knew that. I was actually I went straight to university, left home early. I just worked a normal job.
Uh-huh.
One of the reasons I actually stayed in touch and I knew about esports was I used to watch these YouTube videos from Team Solo Mid back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Bay Life. They'd go to like Walmart together and they'd buy stuff and they'd be silly and stupid, you know? Nowadays, I think we miss a little bit of that
I agree.
because of the professionalism, because of how much money people are getting nowadays. Like, we have to force things to make sure that we do things as a team, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, I feel like that whole thing kind of disappeared. Whereas, you know, back then, I'm guessing you lived in the gaming house, as you said, right? So
Yeah.
there has to be something like, tell us some like some stories of or some good memories. I'd love to hear more about that. Or did you have any? Because this was a team that was notoriously hardworking too, right? At INTZ.
I remember like some late nights.
Yeah.
We just ordered pizza and then we had like a place upstairs. We would just go there and start like talking shit for hours. And then all of a sudden we just started talking about the game and we just always end up talking about the game. Yeah. We were just so, try hard.
Enjoying
Yeah.
that.
I think that were the bigger ones. Like we would always go to the sport. Is it the port?
Like a team activity or sports.
No, varanda, sacada.
Veranda, yeah.
You know?
No, not the place, street.
No, I understand. Veranda is like a
Yeah,
porch,
exactly.
porch.
Yeah,
Exactly.
porch. I was trying to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would go to the porch and we would always spend hours talking about just league. You know, I remember before our first finals, it was like 2 a.m. and I was speaking to Revolta and I was like so fucking happy. I was like, oh, we were gonna play in one month. I can't sleep. It's like it was so. Everything was so fucking happy all the time.
Yeah, I dare to say we used to get better on these off times talking about the game than actually practicing.
Yeah.
It was so much productive.
I think nowadays people practice too much too, actually. I think it's the other way around. But that's a story for I think so. I think it's a story for another day. Here's a big question. INTZ was going so well. And you win 4 titles, right? Why did this team disband? Like, what happened? Like, because you, as I said, like, if you look at your career trajectory, completely black and white, you did start to kind of drop from there, right? So what was your team history after that, and why? What happened? Bro, what like INTZ had one job: keep the team together. What happened?
Some relationships, they
Between friends?
don't work anymore.
Like between teammates?
I mean, it was really desgastado, sabe falar?
Burnt out.
Like you didn't like each other from being together too long.
Yeah, we were supporting each other that much anymore.
From my perspective, the team could still go one more year, or like I don't know how many more.
And do good.
Yeah.
He's too chill. That's the problem.
Yeah, but like the
problem was Tockers and Revolt.
I think we basically
For sure.
we split up in little groups after 2016 Worlds.
Why did that happen though?
Yeah, that actually happened, and I was the one in the middle.
Yeah,
You were the problem.
No, I was not the problem.
Why did this
Over there
happen?
was the solution.
like we were playing scrims against RNG and like other really good teams, and I was having a really fucking hard time. Like
Uzi,
yeah,
Ruler.
How good was Uzi really, by the way?
Insane.
Jesus Christ, it was
And
possible.
prime.
And it was Uzi and Mata, right? So it was like
Oh shit!
it's one of the greatest bot lanes
How does that
of
feel?
all times.
How does it feel to play against this? It's just like fuck this CBA. It's unplayable.
I don't know, like the few times we killed them, he would still be ahead in CS. He
In
would
gold.
still be ahead in gold. So
Yeah. I remember
it
one
was
screen.
really fucking insane.
I remember one screen very vividly. They were playing Sivir Trundle, MICAO and Joxer, and Uzi and Mata were playing Caitlyn Bard. And somehow MICAO and Joxer killed them 2v2. And then like he came back with a BF and he was like 15 CS up, you know? And just snowballed the game. Like didn't matter how many times you killed him, you just have.
But what made him so
killed
special, by the way? Like when you're playing versus Uzi, like what was it? How did it? Is it spacing or was it like trading? Like what's the deal? Was it just jungle gap? Was it mid gap? Like probably mid gap, right?
them. I was capping the shit out of those Chinese.
I don't know, he was... The word again is he was so fucking oppressive. And it just felt impossible.
Overwhelming aggression kind of.
Yeah. And him and Mara was like so good and we couldn't fucking breathe. And it was also a hard meta for us because there was like some major supports appearing.
Yeah.
So like we couldn't fucking breathe on lane. And when we would play skirmishes, like their 3v3 was like insane as well. So it was fucking hard. But it was also really good because I was a big fan of him.
And you improved a lot, do you think, playing against them? Or do you think it just fucked your confidence?
Maybe I exploded a bit.
Yeah.
Really?
At Worlds, after those scrims, it was the first time I saw MICAO and Joxer, they didn't talk to each other for 2 days. It was the only time I ever saw it.
Because like in general, there was always like a little of passive aggressive stuff.
Yeah.
But it was mostly from like top side. So
So Yang was the problem.
yeah, it was just like it was just passive aggressive, just like yeah.
Oh, bot lane died again.
Really?
Some stuff like this.
Yeah. And sometimes you're about to, oh, bot lane died. Yang, I'm going top.
And
You
then it came to a point that even Jockster like
lost confidence.
he was being a bit passive aggressive with me, and this had never happened. So I was like a bit devastated, you know, like I was not playing bad. I was not playing well.
You could take it from anyone but Jockster.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then
Jockster was the one guy you relied on.
Yeah, he was always my best friend. So
is he still your best friend?
Yeah, still my best friend. And then we had a talk with our psychologist. It was our psychologist Claudio, Jockster, and me. And then I just said everything to him. I was saying like how
made you feel?
How it made me feel, like that I could take it from any person but him. I need him on my side. I said how hard it was and this stuff. And I think I almost cried, and he maybe almost cried as well. And from that day on, he never flamed me again.
Yeah,
like,
but
never. And
but
never.
from that moment on, they bounded, and then it was MICAO and Jockster against Yang and Revolta, and I was there in the middle just playing my game. They would just start like, you know, trash talking each other.
So he would have your back, and then Revolta would be pissed off at you guys.
Yeah, because like I'm too chill, you know, and Jockster he's kind of explosive sometimes.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't take much shit from Revolta. So there was always this tension, you know.
But I think also like when you win everything, you always look for the next step.
Yeah.
And by then you guys were like the Brazilian kings. You want everything. You feel like you're the best by far. But it must be frustrating because you want to make a real shot at world, right? But you guys never made it into groups or quarters, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I guess that year, winning against DG and getting good screen results, we were like so hyped. Like, holy shit, we can make it out of groups.
And then you went 1-5.
And then we started losing, and this environment was getting worse and worse, and we started performing, you know. We stopped performing.
I think it's worse when you won, and then you have expectations to win and you start losing.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So then Revolta Yang kind of split off from you two, and then the team kind of boomed from there.
Yeah. We were like we were talking to like making INTZ was making an offer to keep the 5 together, but
Was the offer good though?
for me it was good, but like I think Revolta wanted a bit more at the time, and it was fair. I
He
think.
was like by far the best, right?
But at the time, like INTZ offered like
I think at that time
the same salary for the 5 guys, because they thought like you are a team and etc.
Yeah.
And it made sense for me at the time, but I was also fine with Revolta getting paid more. And now it makes more sense even for me. Like he should be paid more.
I mean, I think at that time we were at similar level. No one was better than the other, you know.
But he was
bigger.
He was a bigger
as numbers, as a brand, and stuff like that.
Can you share how much they offered or no? Because many years ago, right? So it shouldn't affect like not sharing recent results. Yeah, I'm curious.
It was 5K at the time.
5K reais. And how much was the dollar back then?
2 and something. Yeah.
Jeez, you guys were rich at one point.
Yeah. Almost.
Damn. Nowadays, if people offer me reais, it was not 2, it was like 3 maybe.
I think it was 2016.
2 and something, I think.
So I mean,
maybe 3.
3?
So realistically, it was like 15K reais, 16K reais nowadays. But purchasing power was probably higher back then too, right? So it's probably like 20K.
Yeah.
It feels like
no. 20K. Maybe 15.
A little,
15 or 10.
15 is a good living in Brazil.
Yeah,
15K.
Yeah.
And we were also living on gaming house.
Yeah, so you save a lot of money.
Yeah.
And food too.
Yeah. We could save everything.
And then who said no? Revolta?
I think the first one to, I mean, I don't have the whole info on like individual negotiations, but like when we were speaking with INTZ S5, Revolta was the first one to like not like it, you know. When you get him here, you ask him.
Revolta, I'm hearing some questionable things about your history. You know,
he said no and took Yang with him.
Really?
Yeah.
So he even broke the other guy. He even took Yang.
And Peter tried to convince me to play jungle.
That's such a Peter thing.
Tu sabia disso?
Nossa, eu acho que eu lembro disso.
That's a terrible idea.
He said like there's no good jungles in Brazil and you have the brain for it. So it's easier.
That kind of makes sense, actually.
It's easier to take a mid lane and teaching than to take a new jungler.
Did you ever get international offers?
No.
No?
No.
Really? Did Revolta ever get international offers?
Yeah.
He did for sure, no?
2 or 3.
What team can you share? We can confirm later when he comes on the show. I already asked him though. He said he would come on the show in the future.
Yeah, maybe let him.
Maybe let him?
It. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Man, I have so many questions.
But yeah, like the year after, Tockers won the first split.
With Red, right?
Yeah. And we at INTZ.
Oh, you stayed in INTZ?
Yeah. And Peter also stayed. And we made a team with like 3 rookies. It was AO, Envy, and Turtle in the jungle.
Then came Shine.
Yeah.
And Jockstar and you.
Yeah. And we ended up first on both regular seasons, but we ended up losing like the first semifinal.
I swear to you, MICAO and Jockstar that year, they were like Prime, Guma, and Carrier.
Really?
Yeah.
They were that good? They were that good that year?
Yeah, I think like every one of us, like the 5 of us,
had the best year ever.
We were just ahead of everyone.
I guess that was when you were like, I need to step it up.
Yeah.
Because the team broke up, right?
Yeah.
But that kind of reminds me of my team, no? The first regular season twice, but I need to break the wheel. You know?
Yep.
I'm like Jon Snow, the prince that was promised.
I'm not so sure about that.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm a noble creature.
Are you taking like too much credit for Pro Delta carrying you? I feel like it.
I'm the greatest.
Are you? Can you do those delicious All-Star combos? I don't think you can.
No, but he is stepping it up. No, I'm just joking. But so was it third? So to beat Peter, I need to do more than third, right?
Sorry.
Like you said, you came first in the regular season, and you came third. Or was it?
No, you was first like 2 times.
In the regular season.
I mean in the playoffs though. Because I already did the regular season first.
Yeah. It was like 3rd/4th. Because like we'll be lost on semifinals.
Oh God.
I have to win, by the way.
It doesn't look good for you.
Bro, I have to win, by the way. I have to win, bro. Peter is gonna like send me so many messages and bragging, like if I don't win. But IL was insane back then. No, he was really talented. But I heard Peter said he was really talented, but like
he was
some
really
stuff
talented.
happened. That's what I was told.
Like, he played Yorick, Ilaoi, and what else?
Yeah, like he had a really good Camille.
He just played split.
But like he was really good mechanically.
I'll work with IL.
We came from a background like on Exodia. We were
controlled,
and also meta slaves a bit. We really liked to play what was meta. We really thought like
think even too much.
If it was maybe a bit too much, I think now. But like we would respect the meta a lot, and we would always want to play the strongest champions, right? And when AO came and he only played like weird picks, he was really like Jockster would
history repeats itself now.
But it was so stressful.
Him a bit.
It was so stressful playing
How many wins though? How many wins to losses in regular season? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
They won a lot.
What was it, best of 3?
Yeah.
Was it 15-3?
No, it was best. No, it was best 1 already.
Best of 1?
Maybe it was best of 1.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Was it 15 wins, 3 losses? Because that was me, because I'm the GOAT.
I can't remember, but like it wasn't like really impressive score, but we were first.
You know what is impressive? 15-3. 15 wins, 3 losses.
Yes.
Yeah, but I gotta win the whole thing.
I will win the whole thing.
Yeah,
you watch.
I will wait.
You watch.
I will wait.
When do you play? Sunday?
I play this Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Why are you looking at me like that? This guy said, good luck.
Wow.
No, I'm just
It was your eyes, man.
I'm just kidding. So, how about the other 2? Like the other 2 rookies, you know? Tell me a bit more about them.
Envy and Turtle?
Yeah. Because Envy ended up winning a bunch of titles.
Yeah.
Turtle wasn't rookie though already. He had even a final.
Turtle ended up going to coaching, which explains a lot of things. Sorry, bro.
Envy was like we didn't have many options for mid laner, so like Envy was just a solo kill guy. He played on a tier 2 team, and we had to choose between him and I think it was Murphy at the time. He was also a mid laner for tier 2. So basically, we were going from like having the best mid laner to having to pick a mid laner from academy, you know.
But Prime
or
Envy
solo
was
queue.
something special, right? Like in a few years, he ended up.
Yeah,
winning
like his very first games, he was already playing like
a match.
Leleco. I think you said like
Really?
he didn't feel any pressure.
Really?
So I think he always had that. That's what makes him special. I think he's a really good like clutch player. He's really good. He doesn't feel pressure.
Did you end up playing with Shinny as well?
Yeah.
And how was he? Because that everyone says crack Shinny, and apparently he was like insane.
He had like really good mechanics as well, and I think he has like a really good understanding of the jungle as well. Like he was really ahead. He would always be ahead on his pathing. He would be so good at like tracking the other jungler. He would always say to us like where the other jungler is. And yeah, like the trouble we had with him is because he didn't want to come to CBLOL before winning Academy back then. So
It was Challenger Series.
we only got him on the second split after.
Was that still with Peter?
We had Peter, yeah.
Yeah, he worked with Peter.
I think he was on our academy team, if I remember correctly.
ITZ Genesis.
Yeah, but he didn't want to play CBLOL before winning academy.
And did he win the academy?
Yeah.
I can't remember if he won, but a second split he came.
But honestly, like Peter had an eye for people, no?
Yeah,
He does. Yeah.
That's crazy.
when Titan was playing mid lane, Peter would tell me like this guy is really good. He understands about the game.
When's this?
2017.
2017 or 16.
17.
Yeah, Titan was playing like mid lane, and Peter would tell me he's really good.
Yeah, everything. Like he was so good at
That's
like
something
working.
I don't have. That's what makes Peter special for me. That's something I don't have. I have like a fuck all life of talent.
That's
brother.
why I think he had so much success with rookie things. He can spot those people and how to work with their personalities and stuff like that. I think he's not that good at working with people already. Like
I think he struggles to work with people in general. I think like when there's a lot of conflict and stuff like that.
but with people like
he can
younger,
mold and make
guide.
it,
He's so good.
To be fair, like when our worlds ended at 2016, he said I should play with Zirigidon. He was really good, and if I changed teams and stuff, I should play with Zirigidon support.
Who the hell is Zirigidon?
He was a support from back then. And 2017,
You remember
Zirigidon had like the worst year
you remember
ever
the episode
from
with
any
Takeshi
player.
where we talk about the support?
Oh yeah,
It was him.
that was him.
After Peter told me I should play with Zirigidon was really good. Like
Yeah, you can't always be
I
right.
think
You can't always be right. You can't
yeah,
you
of
can,
course.
you can.
But like
Sometimes something happened outside the game.
He's a
you know?
fucking genius, but
Sometimes.
to be fair, sometimes he's
But
also
to be honest,
wrong.
Zirigidon, maybe he was like the lost talent, and then he went to a shit team. What team did he go to?
Kid with Takeshi, Revolta, Yang, and Neza.
So I mean, the thing is, if he got in that team, they must have thought that he had some talent. to
No,
begin
he
with.
was. He was
He had
completely-
talent, yeah.
It's because he was. People said he was really, really good 2 years before, but he got banned by Ella Jobbing.
Ah,
And then when he came back, he wasn't at the same.
who was the coach at Cade back then again? 2017.
Baxel.
Baxil.
Yeah. And after
And someone
it was
else.
Nelson.
Which, I don't remember.
It was Revolta, right? Revolta, that roster. So how long did you stay in INTZ? Did you win? You didn't win with Shinny, right? Because you won.
I won.
Oh, so you won with Shinny too. It was 2020, no?
Yeah.
When you won?
Yeah.
Wow,
Like,
that's incredible.
2019, we lost 3-2 to Flamengo at the time.
Wow, that's really.
We almost won, and then in 2020 we won again.
Dude, I remembered wrong because I thought that you won all of your titles with Tockers, but now that I think about it, you won 3 with the Exodia lineup, and then you won 1 alone with the Shinny lineup, right?
It's the Exodia hot dog, we say.
The Exodia hot dog.
Yeah,
Why?
because there's a picture of like Exodia cards,
Yeah.
but it's like a hot dog. It's, like it's a funny hot dog. I can show you afterwards.
Can we pull it up? Yeah. Exodia hot dog. So now that I think about it, so you won your 4th title way up. It was like 3 years after you won your 3rd title.
Yeah.
4.
So you can win another one, mate.
I think so.
Yeah,
too.
it's time. 4
Yeah,
years
it's time.
after.
Not against me though. Depends. You can.
I believe so as well. Like I was always a believer.
I believe it's not about self belief.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I can't say I'm not a believer.
He's too optimistic.
Optimistic.
Yeah,
No, but that's a great part about you, by the way. Because like,
Yeah.
I think you make team environments better.
It does.
I think so.
It
Like,
definitely
for,
does.
For us, it's Smiley. You know,
Ah,
Oh, his
Smiley
baby
makes the
carry.
team environment better. Because say like we have, okay, we went like a full week without losing a single scrim game. A full week. We were like 23-0 or 24-0 or something, right? And then we lose one game, and Prods is starting to go. And Gigo's like, you know, and then Smiley's like, all right, guys, we just won one game. We just lost one game. It's all good. Let's get it going.
You gotta have the guy.
Yeah, you gotta have the guy. So you were the guy.
He was really chill.
He had the source. Now he still is, bro. Look at him.
Yeah,
He's being chill.
nothing could tilt MICAO. Nothing,
hard, it's
really.
hard.
Except Yang and Tockers fighting. Then you
No.
have to go smoke.
I think the only people that tilted him was Loop.
yeah.
Loop
Oh my
tilted him.
god.
Only Uzi and Mata. Revolta. So you stayed in INTZ basically almost all of your career until when? 2020.
21, I think I left.
Went to Kid,
21 or 22. And then I joined Keith.
You joined Cade too.
20
He played K twice.
Really? How did that go?
No, so I left NTZ at 2022, I think. And I joined Kate on 23.
23.
I think so.
Oh, you did too. That was the really, really bad year, right?
Yeah.
Last year.
I played like first 6 games.
Yeah.
And then I went to Academy. We won Academy. And then I was without a team for like half a split.
That's kind of bullshit. So you won. You stayed in INTZ most of your career.
Yeah.
You won 4 times there. You won Rift Rivals. You won a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. Then you went to Cade.
Yeah.
Then you got benched Insta and then put in for
It was Steps.
Steps.
Yeah, he was the ADC for Academy.
I think that guy was not too bad when I saw. He was not that bad. He was actually not that bad. If he was bad, I would say he was bad. To be fair, it was not that bad. But why? Who made that decision?
Like in the middle of the split, I don't know exactly who made the decision, but I know like when we lost, Edu would always talk to Kaki like after like our second loss, they would always have like meetings outside on the smoking place, you know. They would always be there like and I think Edu was really mad with the team situation, and he was pressuring Kaki with our coach. And basically, they just decided they had to change something.
And you were the victim.
And I mean,
You got a headshot.
yeah, but it didn't work for them as well. I think because like they played with SeeEl support and Steps ADC, and then I think Grell came after. That's it.
For me,
Why did they not try using second split?
I don't know, like
Because you had Gigo, right?
mhm.
So Gigo's like a strong side player, bro.
I had Gigo and Graftar.
That's if you have Gigo Grefta with weak side bot MICAO, that sounds like a solid team to me.
It was okay. Like our jungle was kind of a rookie, and our support was a rookie as well.
you know, it's because for me, when you get older, usually you end up stepping to the leadership role, right? But MICAO never quite did it, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that true?
It depends. Like when I played on Academy, for example, I think I had like the
leadership role.
yeah for sure.
Because
But
you
like-
knew you had to
But it's
lead
not
these
something
guys.
you want at all, you know? You want to be chill.
Yeah.
That's fine though.
I actually changed a bit. Like I really like to input more stuff, but I don't have like a Revolta leadership. I think I just
Revolta he's still charismatic, so he must when he's a player, he must be like really charismatic. right?
yeah.
He's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. He's
If he
like,
talking like that, it would be awesome.
how does he talk like that, bitch? Bro, you're poking the shit out of this guy, bro. Every time I hear about Revolta from Tockers, it's just like he's like the worst
Sorry.
human being on earth.
Sorry, Revolt. I just banter him.
No, but was it actually banter or was it like
So. No, his problem was he was passive aggressive. That's all.
passive aggressive?
Yeah, that's all.
Ah, my bot lane's dead again.
like that.
My mid traded on weak side again.
But he had the patience to teach, kind of.
It depends on the Revolta era, I think.
Yeah, they are really.
But bro, why Cade? Did you have more offers? You must have had more offers than just Cade, because it was very recent that you had won a title.
Like, I just
Did you share?
accepted Cade because like it was a really good offer, and
Muito dinheros.
yeah, it was good. It was good.
Muito. Rico? Você é rico?
Not that muito, I think.
Not that muito.
Yeah, not SeeEl's level.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. And it was also a really strong roster, right? Because we had Grav, we had Gigo.
Had they just won, right?
Huh?
They had just won Fuel Split.
Yeah, I think so.
22 is when they won.
Funnily enough, we tried out and we had to choose between Pro Delta and Bounty, and we ended up going with Bounty.
Who chose that? You?
Me as well. I was really indecisive, but in the end we chose Bounty because he was like more. He showed more passion, I think. But we found out later that Pro Delta was sick at the tryout.
Oh, you're sick.
Yeah, like sick.
That's the thing with prods, by the way. That's something that I learned throughout the year working with him. He's not the best like communicator about when he's going for a rough time. Like he's the traditional man. You know what I mean?
Also,
They just be like, yeah, I'll just tank it. I have a cholera and have 45-degree fever and I'm vomiting. It's all good. I'll just take some painkillers. It's all good. And they'll just sit there quiet the whole day, and I'm wondering, like, what the fuck is up with my support? I'm so angry.
He's not talking.
And he's just like, I'm sorry. I just and then I ask him later. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just dead. I have a.
So he grieves.
Yeah, but quietly, bro. And then, or he's like miserable. Something happened. He just won't say anything, bro. He'll just.
Yeah, I understand him.
he just take it like
I'll handle it.
I understand the guy. I understand.
Yeah,
I did the same.
you were the same.
Yeah.
Man. So who was your jungler again?
It was o Gato. He's on Loud Academy now.
He is. Hugato! I know Hugato! It's Mitz's sister's boyfriend!
Yeah.
Yes! That's how I know you, bro! Hugato! How was he? Was he good?
Yeah, he was good.
He was good?
Like he would be tilted a bit. He would tilt a bit in game, like
Yeah.
But Kaki got this fixed really soon.
Yeah, but
Oh, how was Kaki? I heard some stuff about Kaki.
Oh,
Bro, I heard he was like yelling. I would be like, you're fucking bad!
he was too
Like,
explosive.
yeah, but like he's always yelling. Like even when he's talking like normal to you,
Yeah,
he's
that's
yelling.
true. That's true.
really?
So he's always yelling.
Have you had
Yeah,
Kaki?
okay.
You had Kaki, no?
Huh?
You had Kaki as a coach too, no? You weren't red. You didn't.
No.
How do you know it's true then, bro?
I mean, you could just see red vlogs.
Red vlogs.
Yeah, from last split.
Tell me this story, bro. I need to hear about the stories in cave with Kaki. Can I have them correct, please?
I mean, it was just, as I said, he was always screaming. So there was not much. I mean, when he was
Give me an
talking
example.
normal to you, he was already screaming.
Like, give me an example. Like, how was he? Like, what was he saying while he's screaming, bro?
Wow,
He could say anything screaming. I think if he says he's going to the market,
we would get into like an argument. Maybe, I don't know, he and Bounty would disagree on something. And he would say, how the fuck do you think that? What the fuck? And then he would go on, let's play 2v2. We're gonna go 2v2 now. And then, and I was just laughing. I was just laughing all the time because it was so fun. Because like, he was fucking mad, but it was normal. Like, it's just his way, you know. It wasn't like
not aggressive.
yeah. For me, like if I'm mad someday, it's gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck is happening today?
Yeah.
But Kaki is always this way. So
It's
like,
like the Hulk is always angry.
yeah, yeah,
And how about if you make a mistake? What the fuck are you doing? It's like this.
yeah. Sometimes.
Tell me a horror story. Because there's no way that everyone's okay with that. Someone had to have lost their mind.
No,
Someone. I know Gigo likes it. Gigo always says good stuff about Kaki. And I like the guy personally. It's really weird because, you know, when everyone speaks to me, they're like, all good. When I speak to Kaki, bro, I thought he was a Buddhist. I didn't know about this. Seriously. When I talk to Kaki in like TBL Street, I'd be like, how you going, mate? I'll shake my hand. Like, oh yeah, I'm going good.
I think
And then I hear
I think
Not sure, but I think he's pretty knowledgeable about the game.
Yeah.
But he has to work on those communication skills, right?
so he's smart about the game.
like from outside, I would always think like this was insane, the way he would scream and stuff. But when you are working with him and you know him, it's all fine. Because you know, like, you know how much he loves the game. Like, there's a lot of passion when he's talking.
Yeah.
And you know how much he wants to solve those problems. So, like, he's not screaming and anything to hurt anyone. He's trying to solve stuff. So it would always end up in a nice way, you know? There was a time that him and Graviter disagreed on something. And, like... I don't know what we were doing, but like they spent like 1 hour and a half watching VODs together, like watching some, I think it was Drake situations at the time.
Do you know about the limit of the champion? No? God damn it, he has so much. Não lembra do limite do campeão? Eu não sei o limite do meu campeão, como assim?
Ah, do vlog.
Muito bom,
It's from the vlog.
Foi com o Kalec, não foi? Foi o Von? Ah, não foi o Kalec, errei. Never mind. But I'll tell you the story any day.
But it was a bit crazy, like for someone like me that I
You always work with calm people, bro. You work with Peter.
yeah, like if I have the space and I feel comfortable, I'll talk a lot. I'll be very proactive and stuff. But like there, I was kind of shy, you know, because Kalec was a bit crazy and Grav was also like our reviews were basically like
Them arguing.
Grav and Kalec talking.
But you know...
And Gigo would say,
yeah, it's like this.
I disagree.
Yeah. I think
Relatable.
it's actually like that. It was Kaleki and Von, right? Working together.
Yeah.
How was Von like to work with?
He like
This is the stuff that no one talks about, by the way. Because all the people are scared to talk about it. Listen, guys, in the process, he cares. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Listen, if you fucked up in the past, it'll come out on this show. So stop fucking up, guys. How was Von?
I literally don't care, you know?
He was like...
You know my signature tweet?
Look at him trying to be cool. He's just like, his hands in his pocket.
I'm also like that.
You see?
He's being nice, bro. He was sitting normally, bro, and he saw you,
I was like
and I was bullying you, and he was like,
Shut down the whole stuff here. Shut down.
I'm sorry, I'm just being the... Tockers is a cool uncle. Tockers is a cool uncle,
Bro.
Oh, he doesn't care about the country or you. Do you not care about my country?
Do you
Or
know
me?
this one?
I know this one.
Okay.
It was too funny. I can't believe it.
I
So
like,
yeah, how was Von? How's this guy?
like he has a personality. Fuck it.
Personality.
Yeah, like a bit like mine.
Yeah.
So he was.
So it's like mega chill.
Yeah, he was kind of funny because like Kaleki would scream and then do a lot of stuff, and he would be on the side. Guys, it's okay. Well,
He was bad cop and good cop.
So it's like yin yang.
yeah.
But the thing is, these two coaches, your roster is like, first of all, Grafter must have liked working with him because he ended up going to Red
Yeah.
again, right?
Yeah, he liked because they struggle so much.
But they fixed things.
Yeah. And in the end, they started respecting each other a lot.
But
because
that's
of
also probably why. I mean, to be honest, Kalek getting let go is probably management, right? In Red, probably. Kalek getting let go in Red was probably management or Aegis, no?
Let go. Oh,
like
okay.
he was fired. Kalek was fired in Red, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know.
Do you know why?
I have no idea. I would like to know why.
It wouldn't be from Gref though, because he probably brought him
I
there,
don't
right?
think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, I heard good stuff about Kalek from Gigo. He always says he's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think so too.
You think so too?
Yeah, I think he's really good.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's not working, by the way, at CBLOL right now.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And then I also heard stuff about Von, and I heard he was actually incredible too in his own way. You know, like I heard he was brilliant too. So you have this Kalek, Von, two coaches who have great reputations across CBLOL. Obviously mixed upon management, or else they would still be there and stuff. And obviously Von had the whole Kaboom situation, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like this crazy good like roster on paper. or very solid roster on paper.
Yeah, solid.
Right, very solid. I want to say crazy good, but like he was solid roster on paper.
Solid.
What was like the main cause? You think? You think the management was like too like stressing you guys out? Because
Like,
for me, like
individually, like from playing bot lane,
yeah,
I couldn't work with Bounty. I think because like
yeah,
he was like League of the Streets, you know. He would always want to kill the other guy.
League.
yeah.
He would always want to kill the other guy all the time,
Oh, that's so
and
hard.
I would be the opposite. I would like,
Play for waves.
yeah, I want to stack waves. I wanna see where my jungler is. I wanna plan something.
Yeah.
And he's like, kill this.
Okay. 'Cause I
We
just
would
wanted
play
to
Lucian,
clarify.
and he would like dash.
I just wanted to clarify because I'm in Cade now, and you know I'm no filter if I'm talking about Cade like this, you know, because my experience has been pretty solid, like since being here. Like not perfect, but pretty fucking good overall. And you know, I just wanted to. I was just very curious because you know, Kalek was let go, then Von ended up coaching, and then Von ended up getting let go. It seemed like a bit of a shit show year, you know. And then he was let go, so it was just. You think it was bot synergy that was like the big problem, like in terms of aggressiveness in lane, and like it just didn't work out for you.
I think so.
Yeah.
So. Like, one of the problems, yeah. I wasn't playing like super well. I think I was playing good, but like I remember.
Were you playing better last year or this year?
I think last year.
Last year you were playing better.
I was like I remember a game against Spain. One of I think it was our second game. I remember that I said like if I played just a bit better, I would carry that game. I was playing Zeri or something, but yeah, like I was playing good. But I think if I played like a bit better, if I was like more clutch on fights, I think that was what I was missing, you know, because we had a solid lane, but we didn't think about the game the same way. Like Bounty was a rookie and he always wants to go, and I was too passive maybe, and he was too aggressive, so that was a problem. But that being said, I think if I just played better, all would be fine, you know.
And what are your plans for the next year though?
Like the obvious choice for me would be to just retire and go streaming and content.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, because I had a really shit year now. But since I said I'm a believer
He's
and
a
stuff,
believer.
yeah, I think like I have a good knowledge about the game. I have a good feeling on how to play, but like I'm not playing too good mechanically. So I'll just try something like for these next months, and maybe the whole next year. I'll just focus like so much on like mechanics, you know.
So what you're saying to me is like I still want to play,
Yeah,
but you're not sure if you'll get a job.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's a fantastic way to do things. Like, I don't think you've hit your peak yet, by the way. That's my opinion. I think players can always grow, you know? They just need to be in the right environment. Like, I'm not here to be a lawyer for Kalek and Von, because I'm sure they fucked up in their own way. I fucked up in my own way too. But it's just like, if you're in the right team with the right fit, you'll be phenomenal. For example, if Von was in a team like Loud, by being a little bit more quiet and just talking about the game and leading, and people a bit more respectful and older, then I think maybe it's easier, you know? Maybe.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're in a like conflict-heavy team, maybe it's more difficult for Von to deal with things, you know? Or a team that doesn't speak much. Maybe it was hard for Von, right? Like a player-led, in my head, Loud is like a player-led team more than a coach-led team. They have like Robbo and they have Tinones that they have their way of playing that they developed in Pain and the other places, right?
Yeah.
So like Stardust and like Von can come in and talk about the game and like assist them in finding solutions. And whereas Kalek could go into a team that is not performing so well, give them structure, beat them into shape, increase discipline, right? And I think it's the same for you, you know? Like if you just know your strengths and you build on them in the next year and you find the top laner, solid team, I think you can still do it. I personally believe.
I hope so as well.
I really believe. I mean,
I'm glad to hear this as well. It's good.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, we had Odo Omne 2022, and but to be honest, Odo Omne was already really good, so it was possible. Like if he wasn't as good as he was, it would not be possible to win, right? But I think what set him over the edge was like he understood his strengths, really like dug into them, and then he focused on that, and he was able to like elevate. You know, I think that was like the thing that helped him. Do you have any thoughts about coaching as a coach, working as a coach?
I think I would like it. Like before, I thought I was never gonna like it when like I don't know 3 years ago. But nowadays, when I think about it, it seems good, you know. Like it seems really good to have the experience of like you talking to the team like how you want them to play.
Yeah.
And your own way of playing League of Legends, and
you can choose the players. It's like football managing.
Yes, it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Fucking hate it.
No, I do like it. It's a very, very and the reason I'm telling you this is I'm trying to convince you. If you don't end up playing, and let's just say worst case scenario, you can't find an opportunity. That'd be very sad for me. That'd be very, very sad. Because this is not the way I would want like a legend to kind of close his last split, you know? I think it needs to be closer to TT. Ignoring loss split. I think something that's missing in Brazil is good coaches, you know? Like I think it's like super sad that these like super knowledgeable veterans like leave the scene because the money's not good enough.
Yep.
That's the sad part. So, yeah, no, but it is very, very rewarding. Like, you can give them dreams and you can like build their futures and help them live a better life. And you can assist them in the way that they want to go. And I think that's very rewarding. You know, it's like building on someone else's future. It's always nice. It's always really nice. I think you would enjoy it personally. Tockers, why don't you coach with me?
How much do you want it?
Yeah, how much do you really want it?
This is a problem, guys. It's a problem.
You see?
Not enough dollars. I think that's it from me in terms of questions. Do you have any questions for MICAO?
Biggest regret.
Biggest regret. Oh,
damn.
I want to know this one.
Biggest regret.
Like you look back and you're like, oh, you can't, like this keeps you up at night. What's your biggest regret, Tockers? Wally thinks.
Rebuilding Azoria on Kid 2018.
Really?
Yeah.
You hated Revolta that much?
Not about Revolta.
Biggest regret? You still need time? I'll share my biggest regret. My biggest regret, and I still dream about it, is not studying in high school. Like I still dream about high school because I didn't really study or try hard in high school. But it's impossible. Like my family situation was really fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
So I couldn't study. Like I'd go home and I'd sit there like 3 hours washing dishes and like cleaning wine bottles. Like, but I wish I would have just like being selfish and just focused on my academia and if I was like a bit more mature and I was able to like zone everything out and study. That still gets me to this day. Because I was wondering, I always wondered like if I put my effort in and I really tried to study, what kind of life I would have now? What kind of university would I have, you know? This kind of stuff. This keeps me up at night, by the way. So after everything in esports and business, I want to go back to school. Biggest regret?
Mine was like, I think on 2017 especially, I didn't try hard enough.
17?
Yeah. Like at the time, the game was easy for me. I was like...
Was it still with Exodia?
Yeah, what's his
No, it was the year after.
The year after,
Yeah.
What's his
with IL.
peak, I think.
Yeah, like 2018, I got back to try harding. But I think 2017, I could try hard way more.
That was a
Especially
roster you could maybe win, right?
Yeah, especially when it came to playoffs. Like, I still remember, like, after our loss, Peter talked to all of us individually, and he said to me, like, you didn't play any solo queue? Like,
Oh, you didn't?
yeah. I played a few, but, like, really few. And I would play a lot of solo queue. So, like, that year, I wasn't, like... fully committed, I think, because it was like I mean, obviously I had my reasons of like I didn't really believe the team and etc.
really?
But it's obviously,
But you were winning,
it's
bro.
my fault, you know.
They could win. I mean, I think that year.
Yeah, it was just my attitude was shit, I think.
I think INTZ
I didn't try hard enough.
Were the best things, right? All year long, if you
think so.
But they just didn't make it to the finals.
We lost to Kid one
Overall,
time.
they were better than Kid.
Yeah, we lost to
Really?
Kid
Yeah.
one time and we lost to Pain the other
way
time.
better.
And do you still keep in touch with everyone from Exodia? Like, are you still friends with everyone from Exodia?
Yeah.
You still message them here and there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you message him?
On Twitch.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either if I was you. I have to because you're in my show, unfortunately.
You want to meet you?
No, it's all good. No, it's all
can,
good.
no problem.
It's all good. No,
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. No, how about like with Peter? Do you still talk with Peter or no?
No, like I actually met with him
In Korea, you said, right?
No, like
He was here.
We had like Ignition Lab from Liberty.
Oh, yes.
And he came here. And he also said like good things about you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm the GOAT.
Really? No way.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
No, bro, I'm the GOAT.
I don't think.
What?
Are you though?
Bro, I am.
But yeah, I don't message him.
Really?
I don't message a lot of people, like only who I see every day, I think.
Do you have anything you want to say to the fans, like about your future? Because there's a lot of people that still regard you as like one of the best legends of all time. There's a lot of supporters that wish that you will continue playing and that you're successful, right? And obviously it must have been a bit disappointing, but like a bit sad as well, seeing you get kind of griefed in Liberty. No offense. Sorry, Samuel. It's true. So do you have any like message to the fans or people that support you? And to Peter, because Peter has a kid now, right?
Oh,
and I
okay.
think you should say something.
Yeah. Peter, I will even look at the camera. I love you so much, even though I don't talk to you very much. I respect you a lot. Thank you for everything. And how do I wish like I wish your kid has a good health, but it doesn't exist, this phrase, does it?
Yeah. I mean,
I wish your kid
blessings
good health.
to you and your kid, and I hope they stay healthy.
The best to you and your kid.
Do you miss him?
Yeah.
I miss you too, Peter. I miss you too. Instead of being with Peter, I'm here with Tockers, like this. Anyway,
You're doing it alone next week, you know? You know, right?
No. What did I say? I didn't say anything. Bro.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yes, sure.
I love you, bro. Can we pull up the pics and let's just answer some questions? We need to. I'll do it. I got it. I can refresh this. We're gonna answer some questions. And we can even pull it up on the screen, maybe. Do you think it's better or not? Maybe not. Where is it?
Down, more.
This is the last one, right? Okay, so...
Inusitado falou: vou pro estúdio domingo e se a Cade ganhar, eu vou pro seu chicken comemorar. O programa está muito bom, guys. Parabéns. Did you understand?
Wait.
He's going to the
game on Sunday with Kate.
And if they win, he's going to Seu Chicken too.
Seu Chicken. Right.
Celebrate.
Right.
It's
Great content from Lucas. Thanks, mate. Yokos Sawa 1. Salve SeeEl, congrats for the podcast and launch of Savicor. My launch is about it actually. My question is about it actually. Joining the Discord, I've noticed a few people came from other games other than League. Is it a recurring topic to maybe expand to other games in the future? Absolutely. That's actually the goal. So what I'm doing here at Savicor and why I joined esports actually is I dream of like an app where you can learn things without paying a lot of money for a tutor. You know, people that want to learn mathematics or English, for example. So like what I'm trying to do is I created a live stream platform and like a library and tools where people can learn. And at the moment it's League of Legends, but in the future I want to expand to other games and I want to make it so that people that can't afford to learn, like me, one of my dreams when I was a kid is I wanted to take guitar lessons, I wanted to take piano lessons, I wanted to take lessons of mathematics so I can do better at school. I could never afford it. That's one of the things I want to do, you know? So we're building that platform to be neutral, but focused on League for now. And then in the future, it'll be other games and other things, right?
Obrigado pelos 38 Yokossawa 1. Lucas Yuji mandou 10 também. Good night, SeeEl and Tockers and new SeeEl promise. This week, I buy the Savacor and I still sending money for podcast. Please, MICAO, recommend me for the Liberty. Need money to send to this crazy Korean. Had to see you guys.
Thank you.
Obrigado, Lucas.
Vou deixar.
Valeu pelo dinheiros. Obrigado.
Eternos Figurantes mandou 4,99. MICAO, Exodia qualified for the first time and only major championship in 5 games in the 5 against Dark Passage in 2016.2. In this wild card, DP were missing Real Caps and Church, who were 17 years old. Caps, in 2017, Caps was LEC champion in Church LEC finalist.
Do you think you were lucky here?
He sent follow-up. The only playing IWC in which Brazil advanced in the international major was INTZ in a tight MD5 against missing DP in 2016 and paying winning against just 2 mini regions. Did these 2 splits, which had peculiarities, deceive us about our level?
I think Brazil back then was just way better than now, no? That's my opinion.
I think...
Like, relative to the competition.
I think Pain had a good showing, but...
Relatively, for sure.
But ITZ was just... Like, we didn't represent the level of the region, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I always talk...
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that we were way above our region. It's not that was like...
Yeah, also that.
Was not tight.
Yeah.
We were just going to win. Didn't matter. So... That team was better than
so it was an anomaly, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
2015, like wildcard was crazy. Like we would just stomp everyone.
And by the way, that boot camp...
And on the finals, we lost because we played against a Turkish team on Turkey on an arena
stadium
with 2,000 people, and they were... It was
that
like
organized supporters for football teams. Yeah, they're insanely crazy.
It was a soccer team, and they had like a fucking chant.
Yeah.
No, Beşiktaş.
Yeah, Beşiktaş.
Like, Beşiktaş. And this,
really?
the arena would tremble.
Beşiktaş. We tilted.
In game, like Beşiktaş.
Is this?
We would start Baron, and the whole arena would like
scream that we couldn't sneak Barons and stuff like that.
It was crazy. It was
that's bullshit, though, no?
It was. Well,
yeah.
A lot of our rules came from that.
I think we were the better team.
Yeah, but by the way, DP Dark Passage, we played against them a lot on that Berlin bootcamp.
No, but like,
with Caps and Judge, and we still had, I think, 70% win rate or something, right?
Não lembro de jogar contra o Caps.
Muito, eu lembro muito. Eu joguei muito contra ele. Ele era um Inter. Ele
lembro de jogar solo kill com ele.
Ele tava pra caralho até em treino.
I mean, for sure you were lucky though, because this Caps Xerxes, there's no way you win, by the way.
We had positive win rate.
I actually
Caps.
Yeah, we used to. Bro, Caps, he was inting every game.
Let me tell you, if he played against us on that year, he wouldn't be Caps today.
Really think
we
so?
would demolish.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Of course.
But bro, that was Dark MICAO.
You can't. I mean, you can't know. But like, imagine a world when he played us and he was just retired after being demolished by Tockers.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
No, he was so good. But I don't think he had the mental to be at that time. Yeah, he was not the Caps of today.
Yeah. We're really over time, so we need to start closing things. Sorry. I think Lace Victor. By the way, Lace, our producer,
is on day off.
He works at VKS and it's his day off. And I pull him here, and he's sitting here in front of the podcast for 2 hours.
Victor sent 5 reais in sports. Rising stars like Vinny, Andrew, Neymar often leave fans wondering how far they will go.
Speak slower, because the guys don't understand. The guys don't see it, bro.
In sports, rising stars like Vinny, Andrew, Neymar often leave fans wondering how far they will go. In Brazil, all top players like BRTT and AV Titans see their mechanics fade over time. Why do these exceptional skills diminish so quickly?
First of all, I don't think BRTT ever had like crazy mechanics. I'm gonna put it out there. But if you want to prove me wrong, BRTT, you can come here on the seat. But no violence, obviously.
Such a fast-changing game.
But I think Titan is still mechanically insane, by the way. I think that's just bullshit.
I think he got better, no?
I think he got... Yeah, anyway, next question. I don't think they diminish so quickly. I just think it's a matter of like...
Other people
appearing and like just trying and the training schedule and how much they want it.
The threshold is always rising.
Yeah, and I think BRTT had a really long career actually.
Yeah.
Like he was at the top for a really long time.
He never played many solo queue games.
Yeah.
Which is so odd to me because like the way I always kept like high level is because I played so much solo queue.
See, there's no way you can come to me and say that like they diminish so quickly. Actually.
That's it.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, MICAO, for a long time.
Yeah.